Hey now. Hey now, hey now, hey now. We are living large, living large, living large, living large, and we're live.
We are?
Yeah, we are. We're live. Do you remember that commercial? Living large, living large. It's like a commercial for jeans or something.
I don't,
There's
I
a
don't remember
It,
that
it,
one.
I want to say it was like maybe like 1992-ish, and there was this jeans commercial and it was in black and white, and there were all these like little boys bouncing around in their like big old jeans, and it was going, living large, living large. Living large, living so large.
Sadly, it doesn't ring a bell. I think my bell is wrong, though.
Well, you had different commercials when you were young because you were in Canada.
Yeah, a lot of safety shit.
Oh my god, I've seen the Canadian
This is true.
PSAs and they are demented.
Some of them are brutal.
Yeah,
Like,
it's great.
what is it with Canada and the UK as well, where they just show the most horrifying things? Hey, Alice, they
But
show
it's not really happening, so that's okay.
well, it's what could happen if you don't, I don't know,
Mhm.
like buckle your seat belt or whatever,
Yeah, we just get, this is your brain on drugs. We
Yeah.
don't get, like, actual murder scenes.
Yeah, that stuff was sweet. It really, really brought you in line, though.
You're like, why are you gonna bother to rent all those Faces of Death videos when you can just watch a commercial?
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Stay alert. Stay safe.
let me go ahead and get the word out and everything. Am I feel? No, I'm not feeling better, to be honest. I'm pretty medicated right now. Where is okay? Let me post on all the. Elise is just going ham on that keyboard.
Sorry,
Black.
I put new fingernails on. I wear fake fingernails.
Oh, I said I
And-
wasn't going to do it on your server, and then I did it anyway. I just deleted
Oh,
that.
damn it! I was in the process of writing it. That's
I
what you guys
just
are razzing me for.
go ahead, just delete it.
I will.
just delete
No,
it.
no, no. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna make people look at it twice.
Well, I already
Anyway,
deleted it. So.
Ah, the dirty
Womp
delete.
womp.
Anyway, I put on new fingernails, and they are longer than usual.
Oh, so you have to
I'm
do that.
adjusting my.
I don't know if you're looking at the
my-
webcam, but you have to type like this. Right? Is that how
Yeah.
yeah.
I type with like the point of the nail.
Oh, so you're doing like this.
Yeah, hang on. Let me bring the webcam up. I'm a little behind.
I can't see it.
Oh, no, your webcam.
Oh,
I'm a little
okay.
behind.
So you're doing like this, like that you're doing the Puppet Master.
Yes, I'm typing the Puppet Master
Yeah.
right now. Yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly
Yeah,
it.
the one that I was doing was where you're trying to like curl your thing like and do it with like just the pads. But then when you said you do it with the tips, no, you're doing the Puppet
Oh no,
Master.
it's the other way around.
There's different moves.
Yeah.
You're doing the
It
Puppet
is.
Master move.
So it's Puppet Master typing right now, and I have a mechanical keyboard already. So it's like
Yeah.
twice the noise.
Twice the noise, just the tip.
Come on, feel the noise. Y'all remember that song?
Of course.
Girls rock your boys.
Girls rock you. You know what's funny is the famous version of that is a cover.
It's a cover.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was one of those, when I found that out, my mind was blown.
Yeah, you're like, what?
The big one
Didn't-
for me was Girls Just Want to Have Fun. When I found out that was a cover, I'm like, what's the original? Oh, not as good.
So, yeah. Well, one of the things that I also did for music appreciation once was I did an entire night of just a playlist of cover songs that I really like, and that was fun. Definitely got to do that again.
Yeah, that'd be
Definitely
sick.
gotta do that
I
again.
love a good cover song.
Started off with Metallica doing Free Speech for the Dumb. So it just comes like right out the gate, like free speech for the dumb. And then you're like, all right, now we'll change tax a little and do like Johnny Cash Hurt. It was an odyssey.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, next time you do that, I will do my best to swing by.
I probably have the list of what I played somewhere. Actually, I could just look on the Discord.
Well, we got a bunch of lists coming
Oh,
up
we
today.
do, we do,
Hey.
we do. But let me
That's
tell
a
you what I
segue.
played that day. Yeah. Well, we got to give people time to fill. Hey, Wayne, your ass caused inflation. Well, that's because they went to that planet where they used your poop as currency. So That's,
Some people are just into that inflation porn, you know.
it's it's yeah, I've heard of that, and that is it's not for me. That's all I could say.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wayne went to planet Zerika and caused inflation, anal inflation. Uh, don't Google
Barbara,
that.
Barbara
Okay, so I have
Cover?
so I have a list here of these are the songs the cover songs that I played the last time we did this, which was in June. So let's see, we did "Free Speech for the Dumb" by Metallica. They were covering "Discharge." I gotta scroll down here. "The Battle of Evermore" by Arjen Anthony Lucassen covering Led Zeppelin. Da-da-da-da-da-da. But we sure talked about "Cemetery Gates" by Between the Buried and Me, which was covering Pantera.
Ooh, I haven't heard
Yeah.
that one.
Oh,
I
it's
would-
so good. Yeah.
I love Between the Buried and Me.
"Billie Jean," which was Chris Cornell covering Michael Jackson.
Oh,
"In the
nice.
Summertime," Derek Sherinian covering Mungo Jerry.
Mungo Jerry.
Yeah.
"Tenement Funster" and "Flick of the Wrist" and "Lily of the Valley," which was Dream Theater doing a medley of Queen songs.
Whoa.
Ooh.
"Nothing Else Matters," which was Miley Cyrus and Elton John covering Metallica.
That's
Really?
a great one.
Oh, it's so
That's
good.
A great one.
It overshadowed everything else on that album too. Like all the other cover songs, nobody
Is
cared
that the
about
one
them.
that Yo-Yo Ma's in it too?
Yo-Yo Ma plays piano. Yeah, it plays
Yes.
the strings on that. And it's Elton
It's-
John on piano, and Miley sings, and it's just fantastic.
Jesse, if you haven't heard it, it is
It's so good.
surprisingly good.
It's so good.
I mean, okay, I guess.
Um,
All right.
Let's see, "Pinball Wizard," which was Elton John covering The Who.
Okay.
And then I segued that into "Saturday Night's All Right for Fighting," which was The Who covering Elton John. So I did
Oh,
put
that's
some
delightful.
I did put some thought into the order of these. "Knockin' on Heaven's Door," which was Guns N' Roses covering Bob Dylan.
Ugh.
And then "All Along the
Classic.
Watchtower," which was Jimi Hendrix covering Bob
Yes.
Dylan.
There you go.
And
Another classic.
"Hey Hey What Can I Do," which was, believe it or not, Hootie and the Blowfish covering Led Zeppelin.
Oh.
I do believe it. That
Surprisingly
sounds
good cover.
Fabulous.
Yeah. "White Room," which was Halloween covering Cream.
Oh, good.
Whoa, Halloween?
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. Oh, it was
I'm
so
gonna have to
good
look
too.
that one
And
up
they
because-
do it all heavy too. So
Oh,
Yeah.
sick. I have a hard time handling anything involving
Yeah.
Eric Clapton.
yeah,
these
fuck
days,
fuck
but
Eric Clapton.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Screaming for Vengeance," which was Iced Earth covering Judas Priest. Let's see, "Hurt," which was Johnny Cash covering Nine Inch Nails. We went
The
for
amount of
His
people
song
that I have
now.
had to set the record straight about that one being a cover
well,
is
You know what-
unbelievable.
do you-
But
do you
I
know
do
what-
believe that what's his name said that it's his song. now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Trent did say. You know what's
Thank you.
funny is that it just came out. Willie Nelson put out his cover of "Do You Realize" by the Flaming Lips, and he did the same thing where he kind of made it his own song.
Oh,
Oh
damn.
know,
fuck! I'm gonna have to listen to that one.
Yeah, it's on the images and sounds Alice posted it not so super long ago. So let's see, "It's All Coming Back to Me Now," which was Meatloaf covering Celine Dion. Even though that song was written for Meatloaf, he didn't record it till way later.
Oh.
"Sugar Mice," which was a band you might not have heard of called Fleesh. They were covering Marillion there. Fleesh. It's just a guy and a girl, and they're on YouTube, and they do cover songs, and they're all amazing.
Oh. Okay.
He plays all the instruments and she sings, and it sounds really good. "The Man Who Sold the World," which was Nirvana covering David Bowie.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a good one.
"Remember Tomorrow," which was Opeth covering Iron Maiden.
Oh,
"Heroes," which was Peter Gabriel covering David Bowie.
I've heard that one. Yeah.
"Red Rain," which was Queensryche covering Peter Gabriel.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like this narrative you have going.
You see,
Yeah.
like I said, I put thought into the order here. "Red Barchetta," which was Prototype covering Rush. Very obscure band, but great cover song. "The Seeker," which was Rush covering The Who.
Mhm.
"Today," which was Ulver covering Jefferson Airplane.
Oh,
"Astronomy," which was Metallica covering Blue Oyster Cult. Lucretia, My Reflection, which was Warrell Dane covering the Sisters of Mercy.
Ooh. A
And,
Sisters of Mercy cover.
And it's better than the original.
Hey.
And then we ended it with
okay.
Brain Damage and Eclipse, which was the Flaming Lips covering Pink Floyd.
Oh, there you go. Two of your big tops.
Yeah, the Sisters of Mercy one was great because there was a story of June had Warrell Dane's solo album. Warrell Dane was the guitarist in Nevermore, and he put out a solo album. No, I'm sorry, he was the singer. And he put out a solo album, and he had a cover of Lucretia, My Reflection by the Sisters of Mercy on it. And June's sitting in her car, stuck in traffic on the highway, right? Playing this album, and this song comes up, and she's just, vibing to it. And the dude next to her in this like shitty beat up car covered in decals starts like getting really animated and is like honking and screaming and shit and motioning, doing that motion of roll down your window.
Roll down the window.
Yeah.
And she's just like, what the fuck? So she rolls down her window and it's just like what? And this dude starts like screaming at her like, fuck you, you suck, that fucking cover sucks, fuck you and all this. And James just like kind of nods and then just like turns the volume all the way up.
Yeah, as you do.
And keep in mind, they're stuck in traffic and can't move. So then June does the ultimate power move. Once the song is finished, rewinds and goes back to play it a second time.
Yeah.
Which
Should have been looking at the guy right in the eyes while doing it.
Just, yeah. I mean, if she wasn't in her car, she could have T-posed to assert dominance, But anyway, guys, we're going to get started. We have lots of great lists to get through today. We're not going to play an intro,
Wait,
but we're
should
going
we just rank the list that you just gave us? Because I think that's a list.
That was kind of a list. I mean, it's a playlist,
Kind of.
right? Yeah.
I think a
A playlist is a list.
Yeah, it is a list. I wasn't meaning that to be ranked. I thought you might be interested. And I'm definitely going to do, I'll do another one of those, like probably in December. We'll make it like an every 6 month sort of thing.
Well, I'm going to give that one a sad I missed it out of however many it was.
Okay.
So,
I have no idea how many it was.
awesome.
I'll give it a B+ for badass.
B for bad. That's like a ranking in Devil May Cry.
Oh, yeah. Awesome. Badass.
Yeah, because it'll be like demonic, I forget what C could be, like cool, and then B like badass, and then A will be like awesome, like that.
Yep.
Okay, so here we are, clipping through the car, exactly. We're at the List Critics Live, and we're going to start as we usually do with Tumblr Getting Deep, although it's not called that anymore. We started this up last time. If you guys remember, it was the Tumblr After Dark.
Oh, yeah.
Dark humor Tumblr pictures, not for the faint of heart. And we were like, I don't know about that. And then we got through it and was like, it's the same thing as the old Tumblr Gets Deep. It's not any different. It's good still,
We still get deep here.
Yeah. Okay, so this first one isn't... it's just a picture. It's not a post. I guess it might have been posted on Tumblr, but it shows this... it's on the subway, or on a bus, rather. And this woman, and she's thick. I ain't gonna lie, she's thick. Yeah. And she's got this shirt on that says, I'm fat because every time I fuck your dad, he pours bacon grease down my throat.
Ow.
It's a play on the old, why are you so fat? Because every time I fuck your mom, she gives me a cookie. So just sort of like swapped it up a little bit. Insinuating that they have
sex a number of times.
Yes, exactly. Bacon grease being poured down the throat sounds less like feeding you and more like some kind of bizarre sexual act, but hey, whatever.
I mean, yeah. I hope it's not hot bacon grease.
Yeah.
So number 2, well, you wouldn't want it to be cold either. Like maybe it should be warm. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Moderately temperate.
Yeah.
Hey.
Number 2 shows a picture of the outside of an apartment complex, and 4 of the windows that are shown have different flags, and they're all very, very different. We've got one of them is the Pride flag. Another is the Soviet flag.
Oh.
And then there's the Confederate flag. And then the last one is the, please don't step on the snake flag. So Samuel333 posted this and says, sitcom apartment. And then 16 Minute Man says, the Pride flag is the landlord, and every time the other 3 get into a big argument, he comes down the stairs and yells, what in the name of insert random gay icon is going on down here?
Cue applause.
So
What in the name of Cher is going on here?
yeah. Why you kind of made him into Hank Hill a little bit there.
A little bit.
Yeah,
Well,
like can you imagine like the communist and the chud and the other chud are all arguing, what in the name of John Waters is going on down here? Don't make me kick your ass. Okay,
Nowadays, gay Hank Hill now.
yeah. Hank, are you gay? No, I sell propane.
Those don't correlate.
Yeah, I know. He said that like you can't possibly be both. Number 3, Zika Yart posts, your Tumblr username is now your superhero name. What are your powers? And then the next few people all posted just ellipses. So I'm just going to tell you what their usernames are, and you imagine the powers. Well, the first one's Death to America.
Oh dear.
Followed by the Horse Pussy.
Oh no.
Hey, Moogle. Followed by Ape Shitting.
Oh. Well,
Followed by
self-explanatory.
Puppy Mush. And then somebody named I'm Lizzie just writes, I'm Lizzie.
That's the power.
Yeah. I saw a post it was a Tumblr post, but it was posted on Facebook, and the username was Ass Capital.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
good.
like Das Kapital, but with ass. Okay, number 4. Other window says tooth fairies are a smaller and friendlier subspecies of the larger and more hostile bone fairies.
Ooh.
And then I will try to be reasonable says, thank you for this bespoke nightmare. And then Thyrell says, bro, forget that. How much money do I get for a femur under my pillow? Several grand, I would
Better be
imagine,
bang.
right? Like, at least a stack.
Body part.
Ella says commoditized ass. Okay, so number 5 shows this comic strip where this older gentleman is sitting in a booth at a diner, and he's looking very, very hungry, and this older lady is bringing him his order, which just looks like a giant fucking sandwich, and it says roast beef, side of fries, and then oh no. Oh no, in the second panel he's trying to eat it, and then you can see that it's stretching out of the sandwich and into her area.
Whoa, what?
Oh,
That,
no.
that was her in the sandwich.
Oh.
Yeah.
That is an oh-no.
Yeah. She looks pleased, he does not. Yeah, it's very boomer
Good.
comic. That's boomer hentai is right. Okay, number 6, let's get back to something a little more normal. Cop Disliker 69 says. I know.
Dislikes cops.
Yeah. Post this tweet from BBC News World that says, oh, Elisa, are you okay?
I'm okay. Just went down the wrong pipe.
That's what she said. BBC News World's tweet that says Spanish bishop quits after falling in love with woman who writes satanic-tinged erotic fan fiction. And Cop Disliker 69 says, big titty goth girlfriend greater than the bride of Christ. And then Shieldfoss says, Queen takes bishop. Oh, that's good.
Oh, that is good.
That is good.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, number 7 shows a picture of a cigarette facing a mirror, but in the mirror it's like a blunt.
Oh.
I don't quite get it. And Disappointment 3265 says, no, the cigarette got gender dysphoria. yo, Disappointment, you got Elise to snort.
Oh, good
Smoking
job.
that
Disappointment
marijuana
series
cigarette.
of numbers.
MIA here says, this is number, what is this? Number 8. Calling women's labia roast beef when balls literally look like ice cream scoops of elephant skin is insane. This should be a reply to that earlier one. And then Flacco here says, ball skin robins.
Bald skin
Ball skin robins. That's good.
Very
Oh.
Physically painful.
No.
I applaud that.
Okay, so number 9 shows a picture of a test, of a children's test, and the question is, how old is your grandfather? With 3 choices of 55 and 500. And I guess you're not meant to take that literally because, it's just like how old would a grandfather be? Definitely not 5, certainly not 500, right? But this kid actually wrote put in like another circle and circled it and then wrote dead.
Oh.
And the teacher just wrote sorry.
Sorry, I guess.
Oops. I hope they got credit for that. Number 10, Shay here says, so horny I microwaved the hard sock under his bed and drank it. That's... What? No.
Oh, I don't like that at all.
Why would you do... That's not gonna... No.
I'm nauseous.
Gross. Shay, S-H-A-E, your name is missing an M.
Yeah. We're gonna send you to horny jail for that one.
You're and I don't agree with horny jail, we're gonna build one just
either,
for Shay.
I feel like this one deserves it.
Yeah. This is horny prison. And for anybody who that went over the head that missing an M, it should be shame, is what I was getting at. All right, number 11. So at least snorting again tells me that you didn't get it the first time.
No, I got it. But the explanation of the joke was the deadpan funny part.
You know what's people say if you have to explain it, it's not funny, but sometimes explaining it makes it funny.
Yes.
Agree.
Especially if it was I respectfully disagree.
Okay, so number 11 shows a picture of a drawing of some girl associated with Fanta, and some person who named Ugly Bastard Cummies, so you know where the direction this is going in.
Boy.
Writes, I need the Fanta girl to piss in my mouth.
Okay.
No.
And then
No, you don't.
PS2 Akira Nishiki writes, none of you are seeing heaven.
It's not like she pisses Fanta or anything.
That would probably be a disappointment to somebody who chose the username Ugly Bastard Cummies. Just saying.
I was demanding piss.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
Number 12, Kuko Pussy Rhoda is how I think it's said. It's all one word. I don't know. It says, enemies to lovers, but instead of featuring a villain redemption arc, the heroic one is getting progressively more corrupt, unhinged, and fucked up. And the one who was originally the clear-cut villain out of the two was just like, well, mark me down as scared and horny.
That would be two confusing things at the same time.
That's like Neth on my server. She enjoys art of characters, like male characters that are like very pretty. And because I wind up... Yeah, and because I wind up, like, because in my writing and everything, I'm using up a lot of art of, like, elves and Sauron, And I'll post, like, pictures of Sauron, and she'll be just like, I'll make him worse.
That's bait.
Yeah. Number 13, no names on this one. The first one says, why is male country music like hot girls in teeny tiny shorts, I will make you my wife, bear my children, front porch, family values, casseroles, and female country music is just like, oops, I killed my husband. And then the next person just writes, I feel the question resolved itself here. Yeah.
Kind of answered your own.
Yeah, totally. Totally. Yeah. Number 14, this is, like I said, I'm not sure if this is the right way to say it, but it's that same person, Kukopusaroda, says, me, each year people make bets on how many people drown during the nightless night. It's a morbid but good tradition, a grim reminder for everyone to be careful or join the statistic. An Australian online friend, what the fuck is going on in Finland? Except we actually talked about this once in a List Critics thing where they actually have like a rule where you're not allowed to like drown people to win the bet. Elise, what are you typing? You were typing a lot.
It's a little loud. I apologize.
Yeah. It's just you keep typing it. I'm like, why are you still doing? All right, so number 15, 0v9 just posts a sad emote. And then after that post again, I just discovered that iPhone users can't see italicized emojis. And then Frost Cow writes, can't see a fucking what now?
Yeah,
and then Lucic posts the same emoji but italicized.
Oh dear.
I actually went through this whole like 7 stages of grief here. I found out that italicized emojis exist.
Oh.
And I was just like, what? And I found like I went through a whole experimentation phase. Posted on the Discord and everything. Like, where can I see them? Where can I not see them? I found out that I could definitely see them on my phone, which is not an iPhone. But not on my computer, even though I was using Firefox on both. But then, like, it was the weirdest thing. And then I was like, but can you make them bold? Can you underline them? And I started experimenting, and I found out that, yes, you can underline emojis.
I really mean this clown face.
Yeah.
A lot.
You can't make them bold. Imagine if you could do that. All right, number 16. Rat Guzzler here writes, I just realized how absolutely earth-shatteringly horny the internet at large would be for Darth Vader if the original trilogy came out right now. My God. Every facet of his character, the mask, he's tall, he chokes people, he's evil. Good God, it would be apocalyptic. This website would be fucking unusable. People are horny for Kylo Ren, and he's just an intentionally, infinitely shittier version of Darth Vader who sucks fucking shit comparatively. Just imagine. And then Benepla says, so imagine Star Wars comes out now, everybody obviously drawing their fanon interpretations of Vader as hot, brooding anime men so they can ship him with whoever of Luke or Leia or Han they find personally the most attractive. Empire comes around, Darth Vader is Luke's father, but it's redacted for some reason. Message me for spoilers. Everyone purges their Luke Vader art and starts drawing him as a hot dad, slick back salt and pepper hair and a chiseled jaw and shit. And then Jedi comes out and it shows that picture of Sebastian Shaw as Darth Vader with the head and everything. And then Benepla says, somebody just actually messaged me for spoilers.
Oh my God.
Oh man. You know,
what happened?
but the thing is, it's I don't know. Like, Star Wars is so weirdly sexless though, because it's not like this kind of horny stuff didn't exist back in the day. Like, I was just pointing this out to somebody that the whole idea of erotic fan fiction started in the '60s, and it was mostly Star Trek shit. So, yeah, I mean, ladies on the precursor to the internet were writing erotic fanfics about, you know, Spock and Captain Kirk making out. So the fact that this didn't happen with Star Wars is not because it came out in the 70s, it's because it's just not sexy. Just saying.
If you can make it sexy, well, no, I don't even want to finish that sentence.
I mean, they definitely tried to in the third movie when they put Leia in a metal bikini, but that's only
Slave Leia,
yeah, but that's only for like the first 10 minutes of the movie. Number 17, Lorna Crowleys writes, Tumblr PSA, don't use Ouija boards. You never know what kind of spirits you're inviting into your life. Me. Nice try, but none of you can stop me from using this glow-in-the-dark Hasbro piece of garbage to ask Oscar Wilde for fashion advice. And then Sturver Guvzer writes, my advice, do not fuck with the spirit world. Don't take it lightly. You're young and naive and completely unaware of how any of it works. This is the one thing you don't want to find out you were wrong about the hard way. And then Lorna Crowleys writes, well, that's all very nice and weirdly condescending, but I just spirit Skype Jane Austen and she says you're a fucking square. Nice.
Tip to be square.
That's good. I like it. All right, number 18. Catsy here writes, salt and vinegar chips are snacks for fucking masochists. I like salt and vinegar.
I like salt and vinegar chips.
Incorrect.
Literally, the entire flavor of the goddamn chip is acetic acid, which will hurt your tongue, and then just salt on top of that to hurt it worse. It's brutal. This chip is designed to hurt you. And then Drowsy Puppy posts what we're all thinking. OP, you are weak.
Yeah.
Can't handle a little vinegar?
I just don't like the taste.
Yeah, that's fine, but don't
valid.
sit there saying that, you know, it's for masochists and shit. You know, salt and vinegar is one of my favorites.
Earlier this year,
go ahead.
I'm gonna interject a story.
Go ahead.
Quick. We were driving back north from Charlotte, North Carolina, and on the road we took, there was a sign for a potato chip factory.
Oh, you had to stop, right?
Of course we did.
Yeah.
And they had, first off, they made everything in-house. You could, like, watch them make the fucking potato chips in the back room. It was cool as shit.
Nice.
And they sold, like, 3-pound bags of potato chips for $10.
Damn.
So we got dill pickle and sour salt and vinegar.
Nice.
And those salt and vinegar chips were so legit. I could
Yeah.
only eat like a handful or two before having to stop because
your lips
they
start
would have
getting a little
literally
raw.
eroded my mouth away. So good.
Alice says Carolina tier list when. Yeah, I went to a pretzel factory once, and they had it was the same sort of deal, and they had the same thing where you can get just this giant bag for really cheap, and I got like this fucking fuck off big bag of chocolate covered pretzels. Lasted me like a month. It was amazing.
That's legit.
All right. Oh, there was a. Oh no, never mind. It just the word salt was in this next one. It made me think it was part of the last one. All right. So number 19, Swarnpert. Looks like Swampert, but it's Swarnpert. Says standing up and blacking out for a few seconds is just transitioning from a cutscene to the actual gameplay. And Fireball and Failure says, "You motherfuckers need to eat salt," is what that means. Yeah.
Electrolytes.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all aren't hydrated properly either.
You can't just drink water. Number 20, Queen in check here. Repost here, writing prompts. You don't have an angel or a devil on your shoulder. You have an angry Viking and a 50s housewife. And then Nightwing 14 writes, both are telling me to solve my problems with murder. And then Solid Gosimperverin says, the debate is over the method. Makes sense. The Viking is just like, just bash their head in with an axe. And then the 50s housewife is like, no, poison is clearly the way to go.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So number 21 actually starts with a Reddit prompt. What non-horror movie scared the living shit out of you as a child? And then, woe tet the kids then. And, who ate the kids again is what it is. Wrote, Labyrinth. Saw it when I was 4 and had nightmares which heavily featured David Bowie's crotch bulge chasing after me.
Oh, no.
When I came out as a lesbian at 15, my mother got upset and said, it's that goddamn David Bowie's fault.
It's just so... Wow.
Damn,
Sorry. It is that goddamn... Listen, I'm very tired. So things are going to... Like, the level of things that are funny is elevated for me.
That's good. Okay. By the way, my answer to the movie that was not horror but scared the shit out of me as a kid was The Neverending Story. Didn't stop me from watching it a million times.
Mine was Clash of the Titans.
Yeah, I could see that.
Mine was Return to Oz.
Oh.
I just watched that with Alice not too long ago, yeah.
It is pretty awesome, though, nowadays.
It's great, yeah. Number 22, a stupid fat ass... Oh, this is a whisper in there. A stupid fat ass, your girlfriend cheats on you.
Oh.
And then the person replies with, I'm blind. I said, oh shit, and then types out the previous message in Braille. And then the second person says, that fucking whore. Wow.
I like that exchange.
Number 23 is a weird take on an old meme. It just shows this bad render of Knuckles the Echidna in a tampon aisle at the store, and it says, all right, babe, I'm in the pad aisle. What size pussy you wear? That's not what... By the way, for those of you who are dudes like me who may need to learn what I have learned, is the size has nothing to do with that. It's the flow size.
Yeah. How much is released.
Yeah.
How much you gotta deal with at any given point in time.
Mm-hmm.
Number 24. Concealed Blade says, please... I almost don't want to say this. It's so fucking stupid.
Sweet.
Please honk my sphincter daddy. Slappy the Clown immediately spurts his clown cum directly into my intestines, emitted a low-pitched honk characteristic of a clown in climax. I gasp. Wait, Slappy, did you just... Do you really think I'm ready to have a litter yet? Ah. I sigh as I feel his clown ovipositor sink into my guts and deposit each egg with a short honk. What the fuck? So then Concealed Blade replies and says, whew, this was controversial in the notes. And then John Butter replies with, this was controversial everywhere. None of that made sense.
You're not wrong, John Butter.
Yeah.
There's a lot happening.
None of it made sense, though. All right. Number 25 starts with a... I think this is actually from Quora, the first part. It says, what is the most fucked up games your friends play? And somebody named Kitty Jake writes, this is actually... The second part is Reddit. It goes from Quora to Reddit to Tumblr. It says, get down, Mr. President. In a big group of friends, one person would put their finger to their ear like a Secret Service agent, and as the rest of the group noticed, they would do the same. When there was one person left without their finger to their ear, everyone would scream, get down, Mr. President, and tackle them. On pavement, gravel, whatever. there were some injuries.
I've seen this.
And then
before. Sorry.
Yeah, let me finish. So then Queen Kick-Ass goes, guys. And then Fandom Freak Percent says, I know what I'm doing next party night. Honestly, I would have done this when I was younger.
Yeah.
Just whoever is the last person to pick up the cue just gets tackled. Like, get down, Mr. President.
I've seen it on some streams.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Number 26, Viking Illustrator says, in Old Norse, men didn't say I love you. They would say, Thu getur lift hamrunum minum hevenar simmer, if thu veist vad eg mena, which loosely translates into, you are my Valkyrie, and I would follow you across the 9 realms and into eternity, and I think that's beautiful. So,
Yeah.
that's not what it translates to. I knew that just from reading it, but it gets worse. So, Decaffeinated Squirrel posts the actual translation, which was, you can lift my hammer at any time if you know what I mean.
Grown.
I knew it because the first word was thu, which is you. And I mean, thu, getur, which is can. Lift was literally the third word. Hamranum, hammer. So it's like, even if you don't know Old Norse, it's very similar to Old English. So, yeah. I'm going to read it again, now that you know the translation, and you'll probably understand it better. Thu getur lift hamranum minim venar semmer, if thu veist vad eg mena. If you know what I mean.
If you know what I mean.
I'm going to start saying that instead of if you know what I mean. If thu veist vad eg mena. All right, number 27 shows this picture of what looks like a game show or a talk show or something. And on the left side are these just very attractive women in bathing suits. And on the right side, they look like the type of people who show up at your door to talk to you about Jesus Christ. And it says on the Cryon, it says, Gostases versus Krentes Quem Gahana no Beyblade?
What?
So apparently, whatever fucking language that is translated by this person on Tumblr. It says, hotties versus evangelicals. Who is better at Beyblade?
Okay.
Wait, you can't just post that and not give us the result.
I want to know who's better at Beyblade, goddammit.
Yeah.
I want to see them fight each other. I mean, play Beyblade.
I mean, 6-1.
I'm skipping the next one.
Oh.
I'll allow it.
Considering how bad some of these were in terms of what the fuckness, you can only imagine. I'm skipping the next one.
Okay.
Number 29 starts with Ira the cab driver, who writes, me and my wife used to take ecstasy and lick cocaine off of each other's genitals. Today we had a heated argument because I lied to the dog. Life comes at you fast.
Wow.
Wow.
I feel like we need that Green Day song, about how they grew up and they're no longer punk, Number 30, Clargreaves writes, straight people should have to wear visitor badges when they go to gay bars.
I think that's
Like just visiting?
I feel like that's fair.
And then
I would wear one.
Who is Chihoko says, why are hets so mad at this post? I thought you didn't want to get hit on at gay bars. Here's a solution. Yeah, that was my thought, is that's useful if you're just like, hey, you sorry, but you're wasting your time,
Yeah. Or like, I would have appreciated something like that.
Okay, so number 31 involves another translation joke. It shows 2 cows facing each other. One of them appears to have like a Fisher-Price car toy on its head, like its head is inside of it. I can't read what it says because it's in acrylic.
Oh, geez.
So Weird Russian says, translate this meme for me, please. And then Mellophone Meme Lord translates, and it says, beep, beep, your Uber has arrived. What the fuck, Oleg?
What the fuck, Oleg?
What the fuck, Oleg? That's good. All right, number 32. The names in this are redacted. So the first person says, how did the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog become the typical sentence that contains all the letters of the alphabet? And not Sphinx of Black Horse judge my vow, which is objectively a million times cooler. And then the second person says, because one is playful and whimsical and the other sounds like you're about to shoot up a GameStop.
Well,
I've seen that Sphinx of Black Quartz. Hear
Yeah.
my vow.
Judge my vow.
Judge my vow. Yeah.
Otherwise, you wouldn't have a J. Oh, that was the last one. So out of 32, 26 is where I'm at.
Yeah. I might even go a
26.
little lower. I might go like 24.
24. Okay. So it's not terribly low.
25.
25. There you go. Look at that. They're not terribly low, but yeah.
No, but there were a couple
Okay.
that were just like big old no's from me, dog.
Yeah.
Couple
So
of meh.
I have another one from Pleated Jeans here, which is tweets this time. 30 funniest quote tweets that prove the real humor is in the replies this week.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So this first one, BBC News says, koi carp collector loses 25 prized fish in otter massacre.
Oh no.
Let's just pause to appreciate the pun of otter massacre.
Mhm.
And then in the grand, Stephen Things replies with the picture from The Godfather. Look at how they massacred my koi.
Oh.
All right, number 2. Sonoride says the goal isn't Gucci bags, it's acres of land. And then Shasti replies, the girlies are turning into Genghis Khan. Oh man, this person's name is Nads, and they wrote, recently befriended an objectively unattractive woman, and it's very surreal to experience how differently we are treated. And then Brandy Jensen says, another great tweet by my newest friend.
Oh.
Damn. Which this Brandy Jensen is not unattractive, so I think she's just being funny here. Let's see, number 4. Horse Dentist here writes, you couldn't even begin to fathom. Whoa, that scared the crap out of me. Yo. Oh, that was just Moogle's gift sub rolling over.
Oh goodness.
Hey, thank you, Alice and Moogle, for that.
Boo. 'Tis the season.
No, that was because you gifted Moogle 3 months of gift sub, and that was entering month 2. So you technically did gift Moogle a sub this month. All right, so Horse Dentist here says, you couldn't even begin to fathom my drip, and just post what looks like these boots that look like they're made out of, like, I don't know what they're made out of. It almost looks like yellow ivory or something, but they're shaped like snails. And then Nice says, putting these babies on and walking really slowly on campus, and when people get irritated and pass me, I just gesture at the boots and shrug.
I like that.
Yeah, so what it was because I remember last month that you bought Moogle a gift sub that was for 3 months. So I guess instead of just giving the alert once, it's going to happen 3 times. So next month, be prepared that it's going to do that again.
You prepare yourself.
Unusual Whales here says, breaking, the FTC has announced that click-to-cancel rule that will require companies to let you cancel any product as easily as you registered. And then Patience says, Planet Fitness, we on your ass.
God. Have you either of you ever attempted to quit a Planet Fitness?
No, but my brother-in-law worked at Planet Fitness, so I know what it's all about.
Well,
Yeah.
You cannot do it online.
Yeah.
You must go in person.
Yes.
You can't call. You can't send an email. You have to appear in person.
And then they give you a hard time there. So yeah. All right. Mac here writes. I'm sorry. It starts with James. I have an area in my backyard I call the Big Stew. It's a pit I dug where I dump old batteries, gas, household chemicals, and Dr. Pepper. I stir it once a month. And then Mac here posts where it looks like one of those fuckos from It's Always Friendly in Philadelphia is saying that, like with the word bubble and shit.
Yeah, seems about appropriate.
Yeah.
So weird.
Okay, number 7. Oxgod here says, kids nowadays won't ever understand the hype this mask had on Halloween when it dropped. And it's the Scream mask, so yeah. And then Max Julian III says, man, this shit went platinum in the streets. Okay. All right, that one wasn't so good. So Bex here, number 8, Bex here says, Michigan evangelical church worship leader and Christian recording artist Zachary Radcliffe has been arrested for child sex crimes.
Good Lord.
And this person's name is just some emojis, and writes, it's always the ones you expect the most.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah.
I shouldn't laugh, but yet.
I'm laughing. because it's funny. Non-aesthetic thing says young DJ Khaled went by the name Arab Attack, which he decided to change after 9/11.
Good idea.
And then,
Fair.
and then regarding Emma writes, why? What happened? No.
What happened?
What's too funny? Oh, man. A local here writes, being a musician is so funny. It's like, bro, this hook sucks. I'm going to starve. And then Anya writes, replace musician with fisherman. Not so funny now, is it?
Oh.
Actually, it's twice as funny now. Damn. 1-800-I-AM-HURT writes, okay, so it's a picture of a person flipping off the moon?
Okay.
And it says, that's for making me act insane. And then this reply is from Count Dracula, who writes, typical werewolf remorse. Nice.
Topical.
Yeah. New York Post here, this is the first part. Tow truck needed to haul away bloody remains of massive 12-foot shark that washed up on Cape Cod Beach. And then Gareth Reynolds says, who has eyes on RFK?
Did he eat a shark? He ate
No.
a bear.
No.
A bear.
No, he ran over some people. Yeah. Gross. Let's see. Number 13, James here writes, Philly is getting the portal. It just shows a picture of Philadelphia, and it looks like the fucking Stargate is being built in Philadelphia. And then Ryan Foster says, those pussies in Europe about to learn about phenytoin and Hellcats.
So are you familiar with the portal?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
missed the Dublin one by about.
Oh, okay. Number 14, Rob McElhenney just posts a picture of just some people standing in what looks like a school gymnasium or something. I don't know. And then Aaron says, seeing them in an elementary school even feels illegal. Oh, it's the cast If It's Always Sunny. That's why. Okay. Seeing them in
probably for the Abbott Elementary crossover.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Let's see. This person's name is a bunch of emojis, and they wrote, who made this mess? You did, King. And I don't know, it shows a picture of like some hot wings or something. I don't know. It shows like a picture of like hot wings, and then like I guess he ate them, and the bones are just there. And then Madabaway says, position the bones like an archaeologist discovering a dinosaur.
Bones and all.
Number 16, Holland here says, I came to work, I completely forgot I am on leave. And then Thamazit Code writes, this will never happen to me. I'm so serious. How could you? No, what is wrong with you?
Just ingrained taking that trip.
That's terrible.
I feel like that's the exact reason why you should be on leave.
Yes, absolutely. Number 17 starts with the Associated Press, who wrote Al Roker's Sweet Potato Poon. It can't really be called that, right? Sweet potato poon, a delicious dish with a side of mystery. And then Master says, his sweet potato what?
Oh, no.
Al Roker, what are you doing with sweet potatoes? What is going on over there?
I'd say that was a mistype, but nah.
Yeah. Yeah, Al says institutionalized about that last one. Hannah here says they put her in Arkham because her body was too T. I don't quite get that. And then somebody named Jozu Joestar writes, I would have had the streets of Gotham cleared by sunrise. I don't quite get that one, but all right.
Yeah.
I don't quite get that one.
Slang.
Maybe, yeah. Number 19, Anita here says, 25 to 30 is such a weird age group. You have to excel in your career, find a life partner, stay healthy, and save money. And then Zoe Rose Bryant says, you guys are excelling in your careers, finding life partners, staying healthy, and saving money? This very confused-looking dude. Number 20, Tanzu Yegan writes, video made with AI explains how the ancient Egyptians built the pyramids. And it just shows this guy who looks like he's about 17 feet tall just casually carrying a giant rock. That's about how AI would get it, because it's way off base. Yeah. And Sam Goldner just says, cool, I understand now.
Oh, that's how they did it.
Yeah. They just got this one guy who looked like Swole Stretch Armstrong to carry all the fucking giant stones.
Oh, yeah, Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense.
No,
They ordered some pre-made pyramids and just
yes, they got
had the guy haul them in.
the IKEA instructions came. Number 21, Las Vegas locally says the sphere voted. Somebody called the Secretary of State. And then James Line says, if the Founding Fathers saw the sphere, they'd die immediately. I feel like I'm not in on the joke.
Yeah.
Wait, is the sphere that building that's like a whole?
Oh, the one in Vegas?
No,
Like
it's
the screen?
no, it's just a yellow circle with. It looks like an emoji.
Oh, it's
Oh,
not even
huh?
like the sphere. It's just
It's
a sphere.
it's a sphere. Yeah, that somebody put an I voted sticker on.
Okay.
So then number 22, Via says, y'all paying $11 for this? And it just shows like a meal of like about 7 or so hot wings, some fries, and a Minute Maid lemonade. And then Cozart says that establishment would know me on a first name basis.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the amount of fries is too damn low, but other than that, it does look really tasty.
They always give you too many fries, so
I
that's
choose
the
to
nice-
believe that the person ate some already.
That's very possible. Number 23. This starts with Hillary Clinton.
Hey.
Oh, this aged interestingly because it shows a picture of her as a young girl and it says "Happy Birthday to this future president." And then elongated muskox writes, "Props to her for not deleting this." Yeah.
Yeah.
You showed your ass and you just like, you know what? Fuck it.
Just keep it up.
Yeah. Pop Ace here. This picture of two women with a microphone. It says Lisa and Tyla stunned for Rolling Stone, and then LST XOXO says close. This is Austin Powers and Foxy Cleopatra. Okay, I will admit that the lady in this picture looks a little bit like Foxy Cleopatra. The other lady does not look like Austin Powers. That's completely insulting to her.
Aw.
Yeah. Number 25, Agents of Phantom says Bob Iger's successor at Disney CEO will be announced in early 2026. And then Mads here says, make it a lottery system so it's just some random Disney employee. Let Brandon, who works at Space Mountain, have a chance.
Yeah. I'll take that.
That would be amazing.
long as
Cast
they're
members
not
would
one of those
absolutely do
Disney
a better
adults.
job than
Oh, God. Oh, the Disney adults, yeah. Number 26, Joe Evans here says, am I too old at 58 for this length? Okay with tights and boots? I don't know what length she's talking about, but whatever. And Lydia Capu says, the only thing women shouldn't wear after 35 is the weight of societal expectations. That's not even funny. That's just real.
That's legit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Number 27, Son here says, it's nothing worse than accidentally becoming an important person at your job. And then Khadija says, when everybody sees you walk in and they say, oh, thank God you're here.
All eyes on you.
I have walked into a work situation where they're like, oh, thank God you're here. And I'm just like, I'm leaving. You know, like, no, I don't want to, whatever it is, I don't want it.
You walk in, take your coat off, turn right around, pick your coat back up.
Nope. Wait, Alice says they sent me a meme based on that. Let me look at I'm not seeing it. Is it in the meme channel?
Private message?
No, it's the first thing I looked. No, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it, Alice. Oh, before. Oh, okay, I got you then. All right, number 28 starts with Biscuit, who just posts a picture of like all those islands off the coast of Scotland. It says, "What even goes on here?" And Alex Zawaki says, "You're British, man. It's like a 4-hour drive. Just go find out." Well, look, trying to convince somebody from the UK to do a 4-hour drive is not going to happen. I'm just saying.
No.
Only 4 hours though? Like that ain't bad.
Mom, remember we had something on List Critics where there were like a bunch of Americans in Europe, and they were being told we have to go on this drive. It's going to be very, very long, so just be prepared for a very long drive. And they're from America, so they're just like they're ready for 6-hour drive, 7-hour drive, whatever.
Yeah.
So they say, well, how long is it going to be? And they said, a half hour.
I drove more than that to work this morning.
I know Europeans are so pressed when you tell them that.
Do that standing on my head?
Yeah. Number 29. Ishalicious, I think, says, don't ignore the happy little onion and you will have the best day ever. And then They neglected to put the picture there, so the reply just shows, here is the happy little onion. And I can't really explain this other than showing to you. It's just an onion that seems to be very happy. I'm going to put it on the screen here. You can see it looks like it has just like a little very, very pleased expression. Let me know when you've seen it so I could take it off.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a happy little onion.
Happy little onion, right? All right, I'm taking it off.
Oh, yeah. Hey, smiles galore.
Number 30 here. This is the last one. Benny here says, post an underrated final girl. And then she says, just posts a picture of some girl and says, the fact that she died in every scary movie and kept coming back like nothing happened. I've only ever seen the first scary movie. The reason I didn't watch the rest is because I saw the first one.
Yeah. Well, you get more of the same.
That shit was not funny. I'm sorry, but fail. Out of 30, a few of these were a little too confusing for me.
Or just, I didn't laugh.
Yeah, I'm going to give it, like, honestly, like an 11 out of 30. It was just disappointing.
Whoa. I think I'm going to agree with that one.
Yeah.
There were just some that just didn't hit for me at all.
Okay, so...
Mine more of a 19.
There you go.
Happy Onion was good, though.
Happy Onion did help, yeah.
Happy
so
Onion was happy.
I have a list here that I made. And this is... I told you guys about this earlier. I'm going to tell you guys about it now because we're live. I have made a list of all of the songs in my music library that contain the word fuck in the title, ranked from least funny to most funny. So, and keeping in mind here that we're going by how funny the song title is, not how good the song is, not how funny the song is, just the title of the song, and they all contain the word fuck. And we'll make a little game out of it. I will say the name, and it'll see if you guys know the artist.
All right.
It'll be fun, right? So the first one here, starting at the least funny, is Fucking Hostile.
Oh,
Fucking Hostile. If you know the artist, just shout it out.
Napalm Death?
No, that's a good guess, but no. Way less interesting than Napalm Death. It's actually Pantera did Fucking Hostile.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah. The next one is, you guys aren't going to get this one, but it's just for fun. I'm Fucking Done is the next one. Slightly funnier, right?
Yeah,
It's just slightly funnier. Yeah, slightly funnier. See, Moogle knew the pen. Moogle's going to know this one. I'm Fucking Done. Do you guys know it? Just say yes or no.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think so. The band is called Magruder Grind.
Magruder Grind.
Yeah. So the next one is High as Fuck. Which, this song itself is uproariously hilarious. The song title
I know,
High as Fuck.
The dude's Canadian, isn't he?
He is Canadian, yes.
I can't remember his name.
It's John LaJoie.
LaJoie.
Oh,
Yes.
that's the Show Me Your Genitals guy.
Yes, the Show
Yes.
Me Your Genitals guy. Yes.
Show me your genitals.
Your genitalia. The next one is Fucker.
That's okay.
Just simply
I can see why that has placed
Fucker.
higher.
Yeah, a little bit higher. Fucker.
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 I do not know this one.
It's one word, by the way. It's not like fuck her. It's just fucker. The band is a strapping young lad.
I've heard of that band.
Yes.
Only heard of, though.
Yeah. The next one is Fuck Fast.
Oh.
Fuck Fast.
Are they like grind metal or something?
No. This is like an ambient experimental sort of thing.
Just the opposite, you know?
Yeah, very much the opposite. They started as a heavy metal band.
Okay. Oh.
That's over. Yeah, that's over.
One of your tops.
Yeah. The next one is Back the Fuck Up.
That sounds like a Ludacris song.
It's not. You're right. I mean, Ludacris would be like, "Get the fuck out of my way!" Like, move,
Limp
bitch.
Bizkit, but I can't.
I wouldn't
imagine you
have
listening to that.
Limp Bizkit in my library. No.
No.
No, that's actually Fear Factory is who that was.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
That was good.
Years.
So the next one is Hipster. All too fucking hipster.
That's pretty good.
See that they're getting like funnier and funnier, you know?
They're increasing, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, I don't know.
None other than Zombie Sneak Attack.
Oh, there we go.
The next one is Pig Fucker.
Pig fucker. Can I call you pig fucker?
Exactly, pig fucker.
I wonder if it plays that clip. I'm not sure of the band.
Naked
Yeah.
City is the band on that one.
Oh, I don't know.
I've never heard of
Yeah.
that band.
It's done by a guy named John Zorn. John Zorn's
John
Naked City.
Zorn.
Yeah. Basically, Naked City is what if Zombie Sneak Attack had actual musical talent.
Oh.
Hey, don't sell yourself short.
Yeah. The next one is Fuck Feet.
That's got to be a ZSA song.
It is. Yeah.
Hey,
I
there
got
you go.
one.
Yes. Okay, this next one's super easy. It's Fuck the Police.
Ah.
NWA.
Yeah.
Fuck that police.
Yeah. The next one is I'm really fucked up, but I'm picking up the let's try that again. I'm really fucked up, but I'm picking up good vibrations.
I don't think that's ZSA.
No, it's not.
Is it like one of those weird like mashup songs?
Yes.
Good vibration.
Yes, it
Oh.
is. Yes, it is.
Ah, sweet.
Oh, like
Oh, what's the other
Girl
song?
Talk?
It's the Flaming Lips actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
The next one is Motherfucker.
That could be anybody.
Yeah.
But it could be, but it's not.
Dang it, Bobby.
God dang it, Bobby. Which version of Motherfucker are you listening to?
Whenever I hear that, I think of somebody just stubbing their toe.
You're not that far off from the genesis of this. This was Zombie Sneak Attack.
Oh.
It's part of a trilogy, so
Oh, really?
yeah. The next one is Motherfucker's Got to Go.
So it's a trilogy. Does that mean
This
it's
isn't related to the no.
Okay.
Oh.
No.
Motherfuckers got to goo.
Motherfucker's Got to Go.
I haven't heard that title
It's
before.
it's by Deep Lips,
Deep Lips.
Oh, I've
which yeah.
never heard of that band.
Which is basically it's the Flaming Lips.
Ah.
The next one is Oh My Fucking God.
I have a feeling I've heard a song titled that before.
Oh
but I
my
don't know.
fucking God. You see how they get funnier, you know?
They do.
Yeah.
It's Strapping Young Lad again.
Oh, there we go.
The next one is Black Fucking Murder.
Jeez.
Doesn't make any sense, which is why I like
No.
it. Black Fucking Murder. That's the band there is called Sargeist.
Oh, I would never
Yeah.
have guessed.
Yeah, so Moogle might have known that one. The next one is Fuck Zombies.
Oh.
It is in Zombie Sneak Attack.
It is Zombie Sneak Attack.
Oh,
The next one is Shigeru Miyamoto is fucking pissed.
is this also Zombie?
Yes.
Sneak
Yeah, yes, it's Zombie Sneak Attack.
Yeah,
The,
very
yes.
specific.
The next one is Fist Fuck.
Oh, good lord.
Fist Fuck. It's not Zombie Sneak Attack, by the way.
No.
It's a real song.
Guar?
No, it's no, very no. It's 9 Inch Nails actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This next one's
Wait, no,
super
Guar has
easy.
a song called Fish Fuck.
Fish Fuck. Oh my god. This next one's really easy though. It's Star Fuckers Incorporated.
Oh.
Marilyn Manson?
No.
No, that's
No.
oh god.
It's literally 9 Inch Nails again.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
it's,
that's
it's
9
one
Inch
of it's one of their big hits.
Uh,
The next one is Hard Fucking.
Oh, hang on.
Hard Fucking.
I know
Tenacious
this one.
D?
Yes, it's Tenacious D.
Tenacious D.
Hard Fucking.
Hey.
The next one is Fuck Rob Loudnet and his weak sight.
What? Who?
Fuck
What?
Rob Loudnet was a guy who had a site called loudnet.com, which was heavy metal reviews. And it is Zombie Sneak Attack. Because the original iteration of Zombie Sneak Attack, long, long ago, he actually reviewed one of their songs. And he trashed it, which is fine. But he said it's not real gore grind. Which it's not supposed to be.
No.
You know, so that's why. Yeah, so that's why. This was Mark who made this one called "Fuck Rob Loudnet and His Weak Sight," and then later on June made a sequel called "Loudnet.com No Longer Exists."
Nice.
All right, pharmacological fuckery.
Ooh. Ooh.
Pharmacological fuckery.
Nothing's coming to mind. I'm a blank slate.
It's Zombie Sneak Attack again.
Damn,
Use the,
they're heavily represented.
yeah. Well, we say the fuck word a lot. The next one is A Change of Seasons Mercy Fuck version. I mean, it helps. No, it helps if you know A Change of Seasons. It's by Dream Theater. There was a version where there's this line in the song which was, "I don't need your sympathy to get me through the day," but the original lyric before they changed it was, "I don't need your mercy fuck to get me through the day," and I have the demo version where he sings that. The next one is "We Rule the Fucking Land."
Oh,
We rule the fucking land. Yeah, you guys wouldn't know this band. They're called Zimmer's Hole.
Oh.
There's a song by Sons of Butcher called "We Fucking Rule."
That's cool. Yeah, they have great songs. Zimmer's Hole, like we have a song called "Fuck My Aching Tits," which for some reason didn't show up on the list when I searched "fuck" in my library. I don't know why, so it's not on here. But they do have a song called "Fuck My Aching Tits."
My aching tits.
I think I don't know. It might have been censored or something because I just But anyway, the next one is "Double Motherfucker."
Oh, that's got to be ZSA.
Yes, that's the second part of the Motherfucker trilogy.
Oh, I see.
It was Motherfucker and then Double Motherfucker. Okay, so the next one is TFS, and then in parentheses it says Total Fucking Slaughter. Yes, that's the album, Wayne.
I feel like I should know this one too.
TFS, Total Fucking Slaughter. Yeah, the band is, you guys know, it's called Decapitator, the band.
Oh, all right.
Oh.
Yeah. And then the next one is Animal, and in parentheses it says Fuck Like a Beast.
Ooh.
This is a surprising one, by the way.
Go TA.
What?
Nothing.
I don't know what you said. No, that was actually Wasp, if you could believe it.
Oh.
Yeah, that old hair metal band, Wasp. Then the next one is Fuck the Facts. Fuck the Facts.
Have I seen a song called "Fuck the Facts"?
You definitely have not. No.
Yeah.
It's another Naked City song.
Ah, okay. There you go.
Okay. Now we're getting into like the really funny ones here. I think there's only how many of these left? Let's see. Well, this is number 11 basically, and then after this is the top 10. "Fuck Me in the Brain" is the next song.
Ooh.
"Fuck Me in the Brain." Hey, Almighty Santa.
Not sure.
That's, believe it or not, that's Pearl Jam.
Believe it.
Yeah.
Pearl Jam.
Yep, Pearl Jam did a song called "Fuck Me in the Brain." Okay, so then the next one is March of the Fuckheads. It's hard not to laugh at that, I mean.
March of the Fuck.
That
Now,
sounds like
I'm going to give you a hint.
if they let Beavis and Butthead curse.
Well, they did say asshole in one of the episodes recently. But anyway, I'll give you a hint. It is a mashup song.
Oh.
So it's probably March of the Pigs. And...
Yes, it's Nine Inch Nails, yes. March of the Fuckheads, yeah. This next one is Fuck This Shit, I'm Going Back to Buzzy Bus.
ZSA?
Yes, it's Zombie Sneak Attack.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. This is a real easy one. Fuck Her Gently.
Oh, that's also Tenacious.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes. And then we have Motherfucker is a Sexist Term.
Well?
I feel like that's a ZSA
Yes,
one too.
that is the final part of the Motherfucker trilogy.
Ah.
Why can't it just be literal? Fucking them all.
Yeah, well, the next one is Safe for Work Tit Fucking.
Are a lot of these going to be ZSA?
Yes, and that one is too. By the way, just demonetize. Let's just say that right away. I put like all these sounds from porn videos, and like entrance of the gladiators. So it's like and all these like horrible porn noises, and then me going.
It's
right.
funny that you bring up Peaches because I did a search of the word fuck on my library and there are at least 2 Peaches songs.
There you go. All right, the next one is pretty fucking crazy unless you're Philip Glass.
Yeah, he's a little out there.
He's pretty damn out there.
I haven't heard that song title before,
I
though.
can't tell if this has got to be a ZSA.
It is CSA.
Okay. Is it on Glass Cats?
I don't know which one it's on off the top of my head. I guess I could find out pretty quickly, right? Let me bring it up. I'll just search for Philip Glass, you know.
Insane Wayne says, but I poop from there.
All right, that was off of Roses Are Red, Violets Are Blue. I'll fuck you with a rake.
Ah.
The next one is Two Blobs Fucking.
Ew.
The reaction is amazing.
I feel like it's one of those. It's like it's probably ZSA.
It's
but
not.
We're just so, like,
it's not.
It's
ZSA.
Oh shit.
It's not ZSA. I will just tell you that from here on out, there's only 2 artists that are represented.
Okay.
Oh, no. Is
So
ZSA one of them?
ZSA is one
Probably.
of them. Yeah.
Okay.
So basically from the next few, you're gonna have to guess: is it Zombie Sneak Attack or is it the Flaming Lips? Because that's the Flaming Lips.
Oh shit.
Blobs.
What's
I
funny?
feel like this is a funnier
So-
game.
Then the next one is the angry video game nerd getting pissed off and fucking a Neo Geo.
That's gotta be.
ZSA.
Of course, it's
Yeah.
Zombie Sneak Attack.
Yeah. Fucking a Neo Geo.
Okay, second funniest on my list is Hare Krishna Stomp. It's Hare Krishna Stomp Wagon, and then in parentheses, fuck Led Zeppelin.
Flaming Lips?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
Lips.
yes. And then the
And-
last one, the funniest one in my opinion, is motherfucking dick gotta go. I don't know where, but she sends me there.
Oh.
I feel like that's also Flaming Lips.
It is.
Oh, wow.
It is. I don't know. You guys would have known that like pretty easily, actually, if you looked at the Discord earlier. I actually restored some of these songs that the Flaming Lips put on. So they put out a record which had their cover of Good Vibrations, and then all these like weird things on the B side that were like different grooves. They were like little grooves and bigger. Like the record was manufactured very weirdly, so that sometimes it would play one thing and sometimes it would play another. And that's where motherfucking dick gotta go. I don't know where, but she takes me there. And one of the other songs on here, like about I'm fucked up, but Good Vibrations or whatever. But the thing is, like, to find MP3s of it was really difficult. Alice found them for me, but they had really bad quality crackling and popping from the record and whatnot. And I actually restored it to be listenable. So,
Wow.
so if you look a little earlier in the general chat, you'll see motherfucking dick gotta go. I don't know where, but she sends me there.
But you sends me there.
It's a really funny song title. All right, there were actually, what did I say earlier? Like 37 of these?
37.
Yeah. So just rank it out of 37.
That's a 37 out of 30. That was great.
Yeah.
May I
37.
quickly offer some backups from my
Okay,
my,
yeah,
my
let's
music library.
let's hear it.
All right, so we've got "Fuck You in Your Filthy A&R Department" by a band called Weird Science.
That's amazing.
I believe Weird Science is
I've heard of-
Claudio from
I've heard of-
Coheed.
Yeah, I've heard
I
of
remember
I've heard of
correctly.
Weird Science, yeah.
Then there's one called "If Life Is a Highway, Then I'm Totally Fucked" by a band called Worm Burner.
Worm burner.
Then we've got "The Fuck Stops Here" by Reggie and the Full Effect.
That would have been pretty high on my list.
Yeah.
I know that band.
fuck stops
And then let's see. Do I have any? Oh, what's the rest of this one? I need to see what the rest of the. Oh, we have a song called "Three Cheers for That Fucking Dick" by a band called Talk Show Boy.
I'm in my life. That's funny. I can't see why "Fuck My Aching Tits" isn't coming up.
Maybe it's F asterisk asterisk asterisk.
No, I searched for tits and I don't get it either.
Oh.
Let me just search for Zimmer's Hole. Oh, you know what? I think it's on a different album that I don't have. Yeah.
You don't even have the song.
Well, I'll have to get it. Okay.
Oh, wait, hang on. What's this one?
Is there more?
There might be one. I just need to look at it because I think it might have gotten cut off.
Okay.
So.
Well, I'm getting the next list ready while you're doing that.
Yeah, let me just see.
Motherfucking dick gotta go. I don't know where, but she takes me there.
I know that Sons of Butcher band that I mentioned before have another song called
Ah.
"Fuck the Shit."
The
Those are the
song is
lyrics.
apparently called "This Basement Gives Me a Fucking Headache,"
Ugh.
What?
which I think you can relate to right now.
That would be like in the middle of the list, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still think the "Fuck Stops Here" is pretty.
But that's pretty good. That's like top
That's clever.
15 right there.
Yeah,
Okay,
clever.
so we have a list from Bort here. Surprises, surprises,
Bort.
right? Which is ranking every 3D Spider-Man game from worst to best, which is from a YouTuber that we're pretty familiar with at this point.
Is it totally Tubular Jonathan?
It is.
Oh
Yes.
God.
Okay, so this is all of the 3D Spider-Man games ranked from the worst one to the best one.
Right.
And the worst at number 16 is The Amazing Spider-Man 2, which, yeah, this game was pretty ass.
I never played either of them.
Yeah.
The Amazing Spider-Man 2 was like, it looked like 3 generations behind.
Oh.
Yeah.
PS1?
Well, not that, no. No, it looked like PS2, but it came out for like, I guess it was PS4, so it's like 2 generations behind.
Damn.
Number 15 is also The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I think that one of these might be a different version, but it's not specified here.
Oh.
Yeah.
If it was like multi-plat or something.
Yeah, there might be one that's worse than the other.
Or just all the Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah. Number 14 is The Amazing Spider-Man.
Ta-da!
Number 13 is Spider-Man 2 Enter Electro. I think this one was disappointing, but it wasn't so bad to be that far down on the list. Just saying.
Enter Electro?
Enter
Which
Elec-
one's that one based
It
on?
was the second one after the PlayStation 1 game that was just called Spider-Man.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah. Number 13, that was number 13. Number 12 is Spider-Man Friend or Foe. Yeah, that one's pretty bad. Yeah.
Never bothered to try it.
Number 11 is Spider-Man Edge of Time. Yeah, it's another one that's pretty fucking dire. Number 10 is Spider-Man the movie. I actually bought this when it came out, and it tries to do like what the PlayStation 1 games did, but while following the plot of the movie pretty stringently, and that kind of hampered it, I think.
Like holds it back.
Yeah.
I thought it was fine.
Which is
Just
why
fine.
the game based off of Spider-Man 2 was so good, because they let him do other things that were not in the movie, you know.
Is that
Yeah,
the one
yeah.
with the pizzas?
Spider-Man 2 is, yeah.
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 Okay.
Okay, then at number 9 is Spider-Man 3, the movie. I feel that one's worse. It tries to do 2 different things. That's the problem. Is that whenever you're in the Venom suit, the gameplay changes drastically.
I played 3. I just don't remember enough of it.
That's Number 8 is
That's the problem.
the original Neversoft Spider-Man. Played through this kind of recently on Twitch because it was Alice's 1,000,000 point redeem. Still holds up. Good game.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. Number 7 is Web of Shadows. I feel like Web of Shadows is worse than that, though. Like,
But
it's
how much
good,
worse?
but yeah, it should be a few parts down, I think.
Can't even flip 'em.
Yeah. Number 6 is Spider-Man 2, the movie, which I feel if this list was 20 years ago, it would have been number 1. But it's like, we've had some.
There've been some real good ones
Yeah.
since then.
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
But I feel like that one still has like the nostalgia factor. A lot of people still really like that one.
Of course. But objectively, it's around where it should be.
Yeah,
Number
sounds-
5 is Shattered Dimensions, Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. This one was really underrated. I felt that people didn't realize how good it was. I guess props to Totally Tubular Jonathan here.
Yeah, I mean, I played Shattered Dimensions, and
It's a good game.
I think I played it more than Spider-Man 2.
Jonathan's in his shit talking here, is what Alice said. Number 6. That was number 5 actually. Number 4 is Ultimate Spider-Man. This one was really good. This one introduced the web swinging feel that we have in the modern games.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember, like, because if you're coming off of like Spider-Man 2, you're like, okay, you're just used to being able to just like kind of freely swing wherever you want. And then this one was like, no, you have to actually attach to things, and it's a little bit more complicated, but it's very rewarding.
Feels
And
more organic.
playing as Venom was really cool too. Number 3 is Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, which isn't this just an add-on to Marvel Spider-Man?
I think it's
No, it's its own
technically a
game.
different game.
Yeah, it's its own game.
I thought it was.
Beginning to end.
Oh, really? I thought it was like DLC.
No.
And then number 2 is Marvel Spider-Man. And
This is great.
Yeah, and number 1 is the new game, Marvel Spider-Man 2. But with a note here from Bort, who says that Totally Tubular Jonathan had direct involvement with this game's production.
Yo, get at it, really?
So maybe a little bias there.
Oh,
Not so totally tubular now.
Perhaps he might be a bit biased.
Hmm.
Well, there you go. All right, so out of 16, this for Jonathan, this is a pretty good list.
I'd say.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a 13.
Yeah, I'm with you on the 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll concede
Yeah.
that one
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Here's another one that Bort submitted. It's top 10 out-of-place bosses from a YouTuber named Josh Scorcher. Yeah.
I kind of like this
So,
concept.
bosses that are out of place in some way. And I guess number 10 sort of informs you of what that means with Photoshop Flowey from Undertale.
Oh yeah,
So,
just
he
cattywampus out of nowhere.
he takes up the whole screen. He's all these different colors instead of just black and white. It's just, it kind of breaks all the rules that the game had set out for you. Yeah, so that's pretty out of place. Number 9 is Zant from Twilight Princess. Yeah, I think so. You expect to fight Zant. He, for the first third or so of the game, you think he's the main villain. But the thing is, he comes off as this like creepy motherfucker, and then you fight him, and he's basically Roger Rabbit.
That's a good comparison.
Like he's bouncing around, like like he becomes like really cartoonish out of nowhere, and it's like they made this guy so scary, and then you meet him and he's a fucking goofball, and Ganon has to step in and be the real villain,
Like kooky, zany, evil.
Yeah.
Number
Number 8 is Timeless River Pete from Kingdom Hearts 2.
Oh yeah, that's
I haven't
a weird one.
played this, but I mean I know who Pete is, but
like old timey Pete.
yeah.
Yeah.
Number 7 is Tonberry from the Final Fantasy VII remake.
Oh, haven't played.
I haven't played it. I mean, I fought Tonberries in Crisis Core's remake, so I don't know how out of place they are in Final Fantasy VII remake. Number 6 is Clock Law from Sly 2 Band of Thieves. I've never played Sly Cooper game in my life, so.
They seem good.
Yeah. Number 5 is Queen Beast from Drakengard. What isn't out of place in Drakengard? You could show me a picture of the main character wielding a potato as a weapon against a giant toddler dressed as the Joker and tell me that it's not photoshopped, and I would probably believe you.
It's that off the wall, eh?
Drakengard is bonkers. Number 4 is Zero from Kirby's Dream Land 3. I think by the time this game came out, you kind of expect some weird fuck shit to happen at the end if you've 100%ed it.
Yeah, things all of a sudden get super serial.
I mean, it is surprisingly violent for a Kirby game, but yeah. Number 3 is the Black Queen from Sonic and the Black Knight. I'm sorry, Josh Scorcher, that you had to play this game.
Yeah.
That's all I could say.
I mean, I barely made it halfway through the secret rings before I was like, I think I'm done.
Yeah. Number 2 is the Lord of Lightning from Super Mario Odyssey. I think just about the Super Mario Odyssey is like the Drakengard of the Mario games.
Yeah.
Everything's off the wall. One. I mean, it's not the weirdest Mario game, but it's the one where everything seems out of place. So.
And that's not even Super Mario Wonder.
Yeah. Also, I loved Super Mario Wonder. Such a great game. And number 1 is a 2 for both Spider-Man and Batman are in the Revenge of Shinobi.
Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah.
You got to play the 1.0 to get the best versions of them.
But the thing is, like, you could still tell, like, that those characters are totally Spider-Man and Batman, even when they change the sprites.
Yeah, very adjacent.
Yeah. Out of 10, I have to defer to the person who wrote this at some points because I haven't played all of these games. But based on the ones that I do know, I would say that's a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I would say this is not a particularly weird one there, Josh Scorcher. I'll give you
Yeah.
like a 9 out of
No.
10.
I don't think we've ever done a Josh Scorcher list before. So. Okay, so this
give it an
next
8.
one. Oh, sorry, yeah, 8. Okay, so this next one is a ranking of every game of the year from the Dice Awards from worst to best by the YouTuber Totally Tubular Jonathan.
Oh, am I gonna get mad at Totally Tubular Jonathan now?
So, well,
he was doing good before.
Well, let's see. All of these games won Best Game of the Year from the Dice Awards. So, for which one is the worst? Which one's the best? So, the worst at number 27 is Overwatch, and yeah, I mean, why did Overwatch win Game of the Year? Like, what the fuck? Did nothing?
Because it was
like
popular.
it was a phenomenon, but also like.
Come on,
who
come
cares?
on, yeah.
I'm sure there were much better ones up against it.
That's all it has.
Yeah. So number 26, and I'm conflicted because I love this game, but I totally understand his reasoning here. Is Untitled Goose Game. Untitled Goose Game is fantastic. I loved it. It should not have won Game of the Year.
Yeah, I'm like, it's a great game. Is it Game of the Year for
I
like
don't know
most people? Probably not.
It's not Game of the Year for 2019.
A bit much.
No. Number 25 is Call of Duty, the original Call of Duty.
Well, I mean, it started a franchise.
I don't disagree that it's Game of the Year because 2003 was not a strong year for games anyway. And it was.
Maker come out then?
I think that was 02.
Was it? Probably.
All right. Number 24 is The Sims.
Ooh, hey. I think that's.
I put this in the Overwatch category where, like, it's very popular, it's a phenomenon, but is it Game of the Year?
I think that one also depends on what it was up against.
Yeah.
It definitely moved the needle forward for simulation stuff.
1999 was a very strong year for games. Just saying. Number 23 is Battlefield 1942. That one Game of the Year from the Dice Awards, really?
I wish we knew what they were up against.
Well, definitely they would have been up against Wind Waker.
Oh.
Yeah. Number 22 is Journey. Journey's really good.
But is it Game of the Year worthy?
Props to the I never heard of the Dice Awards before, but props to the Dice Awards for giving indie games Game of the Year.
Yeah, we've seen 2 indie games so far. So
that's nice.
Yeah, I mean, I guess this is about where I would place it on this list. But.
Yeah.
Journey, okay.
Number
never played it.
Number 21 is God of War, the new God of War, not the old God of War.
Oh, the one with the boy.
Boy. I feel like this should be a lot higher.
Oh yeah? It is really good.
Yeah, I'm just saying
Really?
when you see what some of these other ones are, you'll agree it should be higher.
Like that beat God of War?
Yeah. Well, speaking of which, number 20 is Little Big Planet. It's a good game, but come on, it's not better than God of War.
Than God of War?
No, it's not. Number 19 is GoldenEye.
Game of the Year.
I mean, it definitely does. Okay,
I feel like it
so
qualifies.
Here's the thing:
sure.
it definitely deserved Game of the Year, but it also hasn't aged super well.
Yeah.
No.
It Takes Two is number 18, another indie game.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
I think isn't that like a forced co-op?
Yes,
indie game
it
too?
can only be played with 2 people. You have to play it with it's called It Takes Two. So.
Yeah.
Number 17 is Gears of War.
Wait, did we?
Yeah.
No, it was Call of Duty we had already.
Never played them. I don't know.
Yeah.
Frame of reference.
Number 16 is Dragon Age Inquisition, which I don't think should have won Game of the Year, but.
Oh really? You like those games? Well, you like the first one. Anyway.
I'm just saying, knowing what came out in 2014.
Ah, okay.
Number 15. Actually, wait. Do I still have my Game of the Year for every year thing here? Let's see if I can find it. What was my pick for 2014?
Oh yeah.
Oh no, that's the albums thing.
Oh right.
I don't know if I still have this list or not. I think I might have just overwritten it with the albums list. If it's not this one, then it's not. I don't have it. Okay. Oh well. I don't remember what I picked, but hey, it wasn't that. Just saying.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hold on. I've lost where I was. Where's my I've lost my chat. Where's my chat? Here it is. Okay. All right. Keep in mind, medicated. Okay. Number 15 is Fallout 4. That shouldn't have won Game of the Year.
Well, I thought people thought it was good, but not great.
Exactly. Number 14 is Diablo 2.
Okay.
I'll give you that
I
one.
feel like that one.
I'll give you that one. It's right in the
still
mid,
playing
right in the middle of the list, pretty much. You know, I'll give you that one. Number 13 is Halo. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. How is number 12 also God of War? Oh.
The first one?
Did you-
No.
which one?
Okay, the other one was the old one. This is the new one. Now I feel better about it.
Okay. that's
Now I
better.
feel
That's
better about it.
Okay.
Okay.
Much higher.
You slightly redeemed yourself.
Yes.
Totally. Oh,
Yes.
God, I can't do it.
Totally tubular.
Thank you.
Totally titular, Jonathan.
Totally
Number-
tubular, Jonathan.
Number 11 is Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. Yeah.
I mean, that
Yes.
spun off into its
I
own
mean,
series.
Yeah,
for
no,
God's
totally. And it was a really good game. I mean, number 10 is Uncharted 2 Among Thieves. Okay, yeah.
Okay, interesting choice.
Another-
Not a bad game,
yeah.
but just like,
Another indie game coming up though. Number 9 is Hades.
oh yeah.
Another indie game. Although
yeah.
at this point, like Supergiant is barely indie, but they
Yeah. Well, I think
Super
at
Giant.
the time,
yeah.
decidedly so.
Well, it was only 4 years ago. Number 8 is Breath of the Wild. Okay,
Yes.
fair
Yes.
enough. Yeah, Breath of
We
the
got
Wild.
one.
Totally tedious Jonathan is what Alice is calling it.
Yeah.
Number 7 is Mass Effect 2. Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah.
They're
Number
good.
number
They don't
6,
do anything for me.
Half-Life 2. Yeah, sure.
Okay,
yeah,
sure.
People
Cool.
still
Yeah.
talk about it.
Number 5 is The Last of Us.
Okay.
This should probably be number 2 on the list. I'm just saying,
Oh, okay.
based on everything that's here. And the next one should be number 1 because the next one is Skyrim.
Oh, yeah. That's
Out of all
that's
these
pretty
games, okay, so you're saying the next 3 games are better than Skyrim. So this is the issue here, right? Number 3 is Ocarina of Time. Great game, not better than Skyrim.
cool. Yeah, like
I think I
it's-
would personally place it there, but I don't like open world games, so Skyrim does
okay.
nothing for me.
Gotcha.
Ooh.
But that's a bias.
Number
not the
2
truth.
is Baldur's Gate 3. It's the most recent game on the list. I feel like there's a strong recency bias here.
Yeah, there's
I haven't played that one again.
people are
Yeah.
jerking off all over.
There
this
is
game.
it's fantastic, but I feel there's a very strong recency bias, especially considering that number 1 is the second most recent game on the list, which is Elden Ring. Which by the way, if we're gonna do open world, I would rather play Skyrim.
Have you played Elden Ring?
No, you couldn't pay me to play that.
Oh, all right.
I don't do anything that George R.R. Martin was involved in.
He was involved in that? Oh.
He did a little bit of writing for it, and it becomes very obvious which part he wrote when you get to it, apparently.
The sexy part?
Yeah, well, some people might think it's sexy, but not
I don't know.
you or me. I'm just saying. Yeah, out of 27, see, here's the thing. Totally tedious Jonathan here is setting himself up for failure with the very concept of this list.
Yeah.
Choosing the DICE Awards is interesting. There's a lot of indie games on there, surprisingly, but this particular ranking does not make a whole lot of sense to me.
It just seems a little all over the place.
How many
Yeah.
was it? 27?
27. I'm going to give it a 14 is where I'm
Yeah,
at.
I was gonna split it down the middle.
14.
Because some of them I thought were good choices and placed well.
Yeah.
Some of them I thought were good choices but placed poorly.
Yes.
And a lot of them I thought were bad choices placed poorly.
I think it's too haphazard. It gets a failing grade of 13.
Yeah. It is haphazard is the best way to put it. Here's another one from Board. The Worst Ways to Play the Best Games by YouTuber G-Man Lives. And,
All right, G-Man Lives. Let's
now-
see what you're about, son.
So basically they're saying that these are games that were released on several consoles, and this is the absolute worst console to play these specific games on.
Okay.
Multi-plat
Okay.
sort of things.
Yes. So
And these are the worst platforms.
yes.
For them.
These are not numbered, so they're just kind of, it's a list. It's not ranked.
Okay.
So the first one is Doom on the Saturn.
The Saturn, really?
Is the Saturn really the worst way to play Doom? That's interesting because the 32X exists.
Yeah.
I thought Doom on the refrigerator was the worst one.
Yeah, but that's just
It's not a console.
something
I know,
that
I'm
somebody
just being
made,
silly.
you know.
Yeah, but isn't on the 32X it's like a tiny window?
Yes, exactly. So I would say that the 32X version is the worst way to play
Music
Doom.
is kind of shit.
Yeah.
I don't think Sega Saturn is a bad choice ultimately, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Half-Life 2 played on the Xbox.
Ooh.
Huh.
Yeah,
I wonder why.
this game was not really meant to be on the Xbox, really.
Oh, okay.
Xbox couldn't handle that game, is basically what I'm getting at. Max Payne on the PlayStation 2.
Oh, that's the one I played on.
Yeah, well, it was designed to play on PC. That's the thing, yeah. Max Payne 2 on the PlayStation 2. They didn't learn their lesson. Metal Gear Solid 2, he wrote Substance, it's Subsistence for the Xbox. For the Xbox, the Xbox version of that.
Oh, now why, like, does it just run slow or choppy or?
I mean, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yeah.
The answer is yes.
Quake on the Saturn.
Oh.
Quake on the Saturn, you would think it would be fine, but it's not.
Oh.
It is not. Resident Evil 4 on the PlayStation 2.
Oh.
I feel like Resident Evil 4 has hit like pretty much all the consoles at this point. The PS2's
So many versions.
Is that the one that started as a GameCube exclusive?
It was
Yes.
GameCube exclusive at first, yes. Correct.
Got the chainsaw controller.
The PS2 version was just kind of a sloppy port, but it's still not. It's not a bad way to play it because they're all kind of good.
It's the worst version.
Splinter Cell on the PlayStation 2.
Oh. Huh.
A lot of PS2 ports on here. Fear on the PlayStation 3.
Ooh,
Oh, what was that for PC originally?
Xbox.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Half-Life 2 Episode 2 on the PlayStation 3.
Oh man, poor PlayStation.
Yeah.
They're getting
Don't put PC games on PlayStation consoles, I guess. This next one is sort of a catch-all. Playing Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas in the Grand Theft Auto Definitive Edition collection.
Oh, yeah, that's
down.
So I didn't even know this came out until Alice mentioned that they were playing it, and then like about 10 minutes later said that it was terrible.
yeah.
And then I saw all the articles coming out about how it was just like a really bad collection.
Which makes me sad because Vice City, like I have such very strong nostalgia for Vice City.
Marvel vs. Capcom on the PlayStation.
Oh.
Yeah, you wanted the Dreamcast version. The PlayStation version, the PlayStation could not handle 2D fighting games that had instant swap outs because of the way that it would work. It would have had. There would have been a lag. There would have been a loading as the second character came in, which would have ruined it. So basically, they made it as where you pick one character and then the other character is your assist. They did it with X-Men versus Street Fighter. They did it with Marvel versus Capcom. I do think that these games are so different from what they originally were that they're almost their own thing.
Oh.
So they become kind of good in the way that you're playing. Like, it's like going from Rondo of Blood to Castlevania Dracula X.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely its own entity.
That's kind of how different it feels and is, you know.
I just had the Dreamcast version, so I was fine.
Yeah. Where was it? Okay, Resident Evil 2 on the N64. I think that it's a great port. It's a technical marvel that they got it to work. The issue here, I don't know if this is what he says in the video, but my opinion is that the controller's not really meant for that kind of game.
Yeah.
Shadow Man on the PlayStation. Yeah, it's pretty compromised.
It
was pretty compromised. Shadow Man. If you play it on N64. Silent Hill.
Gamecom.
Yeah, the Gamecom exists. That's true. Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill 3 on the Silent Hill HD collection.
Oh, well, another bad collection, huh?
The issue here was that they had an argument with the unions and the voice actors, and they actually replaced all the voice acting in those games because they did not want to pay the original voice actors.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah.
why? Too much.
Yeah.
Come on.
Sonic the Hedgehog on the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah. Sonic the Hedgehog Genesis.
I played this thinking, because I had heard the reviews, and I'm like thinking, there's no reason that an old Genesis game can't run on GBA.
They proved you wrong.
And when this came out, we were on like Sonic Advance 3, you know what I mean? So it's like we know that Sonic games work on the Game Boy Advance. How bad could it really be? And it's just like about 5 seconds into it, you're like, oh. It's like you showed a first-year programmer 30 seconds of Sonic the Hedgehog and then said, make this.
Yeah, do it.
Fallout New Vegas on the PlayStation 3. Yeah, Bethesda does not have a good track record with PlayStation consoles at all.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the next one, Skyrim on PlayStation 3. They actually eventually fixed this version, but at launch it was a nightmare. Because I remember, June told me about it, because I didn't even know about this, because I was too busy playing Skyrim. But he's like, have you heard about this, Skyrim issue? And I'm like, what's Skyrim issue? He's like, well, apparently Skyrim is running fine on PCs, even better on Xbox, because the Xbox port was sort of like the version at launch until the PC version caught up and surpassed it. But apparently the PlayStation 3 version was a fucking nightmare. And you know what? You notice what game is not on this list is Oblivion. Oblivion had a PlayStation 3 port, and it was really good. You know why? Because they released it about a year later.
That's the version I played.
They had time to work out the kinks in Oblivion before they released it on PlayStation.
But they still didn't, because there was a bug where if you become a vampire, you can't cure yourself or something.
There's a lot of bugs in any version of any Bethesda game, Jesse. Like, it's Bethesda. What do you expect? But I'm just saying, but I'm talking about we had backwards flying dragons and, all kinds of crazy crap. And it was basically unplayable at launch because they were all of the versions of Skyrim all released on November 11, 2011. It was the whole thing 11/11/11. They put that in the trailer. They had to stick with it. They should have delayed the PlayStation version. Spider-Man on the N64. I mean, here's the thing. I don't think it's a bad port. I just think it's like one of the... It's sort of like Resident Evil 2. It's just the controller's not really set up for Spider-Man.
It is an awkward controller looking back.
Well, because it was designed around Super Mario 64, so if you're playing a 3D platformer, it's fantastic. Except for the fact that if you notice that none of the other 3D platformers on the system had that control scheme.
No.
Because Nintendo patented it for some reason.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. And the last one is Mortal Kombat Trilogy on the Game Boy Advance, which was actually called Mortal Kombat Advance, which was another one where I was like, well, how bad could it really be? I've seen the reviews. I saw it was the first game that EGM ever gave a 0 to. It's Mortal Kombat 3 on Game Boy Advance. How bad could it really be? About 5 seconds into playing it, I'm like, oh, I know I pirated this, but I still want my money back.
So you need to pay me for the time.
Like
that
I need that $40 for this Game Boy game that I pirated.
I need my time back.
Yeah. We're gonna give it a letter grade. I agree with most of these. There's a few that I think are a little questionable, but B+. Yeah, cool list.
I agree. B+.
Yeah, cool concept for a list too.
I will agree with that one.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we're returning to Totally Tubular Jonathan here.
Totally tubular, dude.
With his top 10 hardest PlayStation 1 games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. A lot of these are more than one game, though.
This series, that series.
Yeah. Well, like number 10 is Bushido Blade 1 and 2.
Well, that's more than one game. Totally tubular, Jonathan.
I mean, Bushido Blade is rough. Because it's a fighting game where generally you die in one hit.
Ooh,
Ugh,
ouch.
I hate that.
because it's a sword fighting game and it's supposedly realistic. And usually if you get hit with a sword, you pretty much die.
Yeah.
So it's very defensive and whatnot, and some of the characters have guns for some reason. So those are rough games. Number 9 is Twisted Metal 1 and 2.
That's a series I've never played.
Are they really that tough? I've never played them either.
I thought they were like, are they car combat games?
Yeah, they are car combat games. Yeah.
Shooty gun game, shooty car games.
Yeah. Number 8 is Parappa the Rapper and Unjammerlammy. I haven't played Unjammerlammy. Parappa the Rapper is so fun, but it is kind of brutally hard.
Yeah. The reaction time is really
you have
strong on that
to
one.
basically memorize the song. You can't react to the prompts that quickly, so I will agree with that.
The timing lies to you.
Number 7 is Grand Theft Auto. I think that Grand Theft Auto is not designed to be difficult. It's just a bad port.
The first one, correct?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Not meant to be played with a controller, so.
That makes sense then.
Number 6 is Crash Bandicoot. No, get good. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's I've beaten Crash Bandicoot.
It's totally playable. Number 5 is Oddworld Abe's Odyssey. This game is tedious as fuck, so I don't know why you would even play it, to be honest.
Yeah, there's another series I never played.
It's puzzle platformer. Number 4 is Driver. I mean, if we were doing a top hardest PlayStation 2 games and you put Driver 3 on here, I would understand that, but...
Drive 3R.
Yeah, Drift 3, you can't even get past the tutorial usually in that.
That's what they say.
Number 3 is all of the PlayStation 1 Tomb Raider games. Dude, be specific. There are 5 of them. Are they all that hard?
Come on,
Just
man.
say every PlayStation
more
game
to
ever.
work with here.
There are 5 Tomb Raider games on PlayStation.
Clearly, one must be the most
Yeah,
difficult.
come on now.
Also, we're at like what, number 3, but
Yeah.
actually like number 14.
Yeah, exactly. Number 2 is Rayman. Rayman is a tough game.
Rayman's hard.
It's
It
not.
can be, yeah.
And then
Timing.
and then number 1 this is a confusing one for me because he says Kingsfield 1 and 2, and I'm like, American or Japanese? Because the Kingsfield 1 and 2 that we got were actually 2 and 3. These games are, I mean, they are the precursors to Dark Souls. So yeah.
Precursor to Demon Souls?
Well, I mean, I guess you could say that too, because Demon Souls came out before Dark Souls. But it's, I mean, pretty much like the birth of the Souls-like. Except the only real difference is they're in like first person, Out of 10, 7. Most of these are tough games.
10 simply because they put more than 10.
So you're really like a 10 out of 18,
So like, Tootly Toby, you're not on my shit list right now, but you're like creeping up it.
I don't know. I'm saying 5 out of 10. I guess maybe some of these are correct, but you're putting too many in there.
Yeah,
You're gonna make
like come
top
on,
10
like
10 games, please.
Yeah, exactly. Just pick and then make it like one per franchise,
Or-
so that it's not 5 Tomb Raider games,
Or like
Top
or
10
just be
series.
like, yeah, top 10's like hardest PS1
Yeah.
series of all time.
Okay,
Yeah.
there you go. Exactly.
Then that would be much more forgiving.
We have a
Alice
list.
says Jonathan out of 10.
Jonathan out of 10. That's pretty low. We have a list here from Triple Jump. It's 10 games that charged players money for stupid things.
I follow Triple Jump. I like their videos. I haven't seen this one.
I also like their videos. So these aren't in any sort of order. So the first one is the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion's Horse Armor DLC.
Yeah, I remember that.
They charge you for horse armor.
Does it have any like benefit to it, or is it just
Your
pretty?
It protects your horse.
horse has slightly more hit points.
That's annoying.
Yeah.
Feels expensive.
It was $5. It was ridiculous.
That's
Oh.
not worth it.
People called it like the first microtransaction.
No
And
way.
the fucked up
Double
thing
Dragon,
is that
dude.
the fucked up thing is that well, yeah, that's right. Double Dragon 3 in the arcade.
Yep.
But it's the birth of the modern microtransaction for sure.
Yeah.
If you waited for the Knights of the Nine expansion, the horse armor came with that. So
Huh.
yeah, Dragon's Dogma 2 made you pay for fast travel.
What?
The developer hated the idea of fast travel, therefore you must pay to travel fast by buying an item at the game's store to enable fast
Oh,
travel.
fuck that guy.
Well, let me...
I think, Skyward Sword HD did the same thing with an amiibo.
So, here's the thing. If you really don't like fast travel, just don't put it in the game.
Yeah.
Boom. Tekken 7 made you pay for frame data. That's tough.
Frame data?
So, the reasoning here is that Namco thought that you're getting a competitive edge by being able to see the frame data in training mode, and so they made you pay for it.
Ooh.
The thing is, it's sort of the industry standard for fighting games to put the frame data in the training mode, so that's really scummy.
Yeah, it is scummy.
Yeah, I mean, like Street Fighter V kind of started the trend of putting the frame data in there. So, Dead or Alive 6 made you pay to change a character's hair color.
Ew.
But it gets worse. You had to pay every time you wanted to change it.
No way.
What?
Yeah, so you don't just
eat my
unlock
entire
different hair
ass.
colors. Yeah, no, they could eat all of my ass.
I thought they were gonna make you pay for jiggle physics.
That does seem like something that... You know, in the original Dead or Alive on Saturn, it made you put in your age.
Oh.
And the higher the number you put, the more jiggle physics were there.
I did not know that. That's
Yeah, so
extremely funny to me.
basically you weren't really putting in your age. It was just like, how much do you want the titties to bounce, right?
Yeah.
And I remember seeing in a magazine a review of it. 99-year-old men are not prepared for this.
Oh no. So much wubba wubba. Oh boy.
Oh,
That's so
okay.
stupid. That's great.
Dead Space made you pay for slightly faster bullets. In a DLC pack, they just gave you weapons that were the same as the weapons you had. They just shot faster.
Oh, that.
Great, that extra 14th of a
Yeah.
second.
If you're going to make people pay for new weapons, make them new weapons, not just a slight upgrade to the ones that we have. It's ridiculous.
Make it look different.
Yeah.
Nobody would care if it was.
This one's really stupid, but it's also very buyer beware. Team Fortress 2. In Team Fortress 2, you could spend $100 on an in-game engagement ring.
Oh.
And that if you gift the engagement ring to another player, the game will recognize that these two players have become officially engaged.
Great.
I mean, I guess if you're really into TF2 with your partner,
You could
could work.
You could have a TF2 wife for $100.
Wow, what a
Yeah.
steal!
Better than a regular wedding, am I right?
I mean, to be
a
fair,
lot
my
cheaper.
engagement ring did cost like $700. So
Yeah. Which is cheap for an engagement ring.
exactly.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Survive rather made you pay $10 for an extra save slot.
Oh, get fucked.
That's dumb.
It's really
Safe slots
dumb.
should come by the thousands these days.
I still
away
don't
like
understand
candy.
how we're on Generation 9 of Pokemon and we still only get one save slot.
Wow, for real? Damn.
They don't want people trading Pokemon with themselves. That's what it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
who cares?
I know, who cares? It's all fake monsters anyway. Tales of Vesperia, you didn't have to do this, but you could pay to level up your characters.
Oh, okay.
You
Pay
could
to win.
just buy something that would boost you 5 levels.
Tales of Asparagus.
Now, could you buy it more than once?
Yes.
Oh, that's stupid. I don't like it.
This is the one that I think is the most egregious because I remember the controversy. Asura's Wrath made you pay for the true ending.
Oh, get out of here. Get out of here.
Now.
They literally cut the ending out of the game and then sold it to you as paid DLC.
Fucking
That's
a paywall for the
heinous.
real ending?
Yes.
Boo.
That is heinous. I do not
That's-
like that.
Yeah, that's the worst one in my opinion. And the last one here is from Breath of the Wild. For quality of life features,
Yeah.
pay for a custom travel point and an option that adds marks to the world map. No, I'm sorry, marks on the
Just an amiibo?
Marks on the well, that's a paywall.
Yeah, it is. It is.
That's a paywall. Marks on the map should be standard.
Yeah, it's kind of shitty.
And,
Though.
like even
Yeah.
if you're doing like Hollow Knight where you have to pay in-game currency to get the markers, that's fine.
Sure.
But paying real money for map markers is some stupid shit.
And
Yeah,
that's Zelda.
not
Come
cool.
on, guys. Zelda.
Out
Come on.
out of 10, these are all pretty bad.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm
And
gonna give
it's-
this one a solid 10.
It's a 10. It's a solid 10. And I'll tell you, here's the thing. Imagine that I would tell you this list and then the horse armor is the least ridiculous thing on the list.
It's a
Yeah.
10 of solid shit. A mass of shit.
Like, great list, though. I feel angry now. Here's a list from Alice's top 10 favorite Beach Boys songs.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm in. There we go. Go, you know, like, come on. Help Me Rhonda's higher than number 10. Really?
Well, that's that. This is
That
a very
feels low to
subjective,
me.
That feels very low for Help Me Rhonda. That's a great song.
subjective list, guys.
Well, yeah, but we're the list critics, so, you know.
Yeah, I guess so.
Number 9 is All I Want to Do.
Just
Sure.
have some fun.
That's the first thing I
That's
think of, you know.
Unfortunately, the same.
I got a
Yeah.
feeling I'm not the only
Sheryl Crow,
one.
not
Sheryl
Beach
Crow
Boys.
just invading the Beach Boys here.
Yep.
Good
There's a
Time.
mashup.
Good Time is number 8. Yes, absolutely.
Good time.
Number 7 is Wouldn't It Be Nice If We Were
Oh,
Together?
that would be higher on
Yeah.
my list.
Everybody loves that.
Yeah, I mean it is.
Genuinely.
I mean it's a jam-packed list. That's the thing. It's the Beach Boys.
Mm-hmm.
Number 6 is Long Promised Road. Yeah, okay,
Mm.
okay.
Oh yeah.
Number 5 is God Only Knows.
Well, that would be
Yeah.
much higher for me, I think.
It's number 5.
I know, but it would be like number 2 or 3
Okay.
for me.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's not much higher.
I know. That's
Number
fair.
4 is Sail on Sailor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 3 is The Night Was So Young. I don't know why I said it all creepy like that. I just felt like doing that.
Oh, yeah.
Number 3 is Heroes and Villains.
Don't-
And
I
to
don't know.
absolutely nobody's surprise, number 1 is Good Vibrations.
Okay.
Picking
Okay.
'em
I
up.
agree with that one.
So no
Yep.
Barbara Ann.
Yeah.
Not Barbara Ann. Barbara Ann.
I like a lot of like obviously the the more artistic kind of stuff is very popular. I
Yeah.
love a lot of like the real early surf rock
Yeah.
stuff.
Barbara
Surfer
Ann's
Dirt?
okay. Alice says they didn't include Barbara Ann because it's a cover. I get that, but it's
Okay, fair.
still top 10. I feel like knowing Alice, I'm surprised that Ding Dang didn't make it onto the list.
Ding dang.
Ding dang, ding a ding dang. It's such a goofy song, but Alice was talking about it nonstop for about a week, so I thought it would make the list. Out of 10, 8 is where I'm at. I'm giving it an 8.
I feel more of a 7. It's good, but
You
not
feel
great.
7. Okay.
I'm agreeing with the 7. It's a little
Okay.
it's a little different from what I would have done personally.
Yeah. Okay, so this is board again from, oh god, it's Sean Chandler. Boy, here we go with Sean Chandler. By the way, I looked into it. Like, there was nothing on the internet about him being like a shitlord or a chud or anything. He's just a boring dude.
Aw,
Yeah,
poor guy.
there was no like major controversy with him. I looked into it.
Call
He
a person boring. Oof.
he's look. If you were to look up generic white guy in the dictionary, there's a picture of Sean Chandler.
Giving the thumbs up.
Yeah. But he decided to rank all 71 Marvel Cinematic Universe heroes.
Oh,
Oh, that's so many.
Yes, it is a lot, so we will do them in little groups.
my
Okay,
eye is
very good,
twitching.
very
Yeah,
good.
since there are 71, I will do 11, and then we'll do 10 and 10 and 10, and such and such and such. So the bottom of the barrel here, number 71 is Sprite, number 70 is Ajax, number 69 is Battlestar, number 68 is Cersei, number 67 is Baby Groot, also known as New Groot, number 66 is Echo, number 65 is Drug, number 64 is Captain Marvel, number 63 is Man-Thing, number 62 is the Werewolf, and number 61 is the Scarlet Scarab. I have to say
I
that
only
there's
know
some
2 of them.
possible. You have to know more than 2 of these.
Yeah.
On
I
this
do.
particular section, I'm saying.
You have to know more than what you like. Groot and Captain Marvel. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically.
Did you not see Eternals?
No.
You
No.
didn't miss much.
I thought Captain Marvel's better than.
I feel like First of all, Captain Marvel should be much higher up.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's an unintended commentary putting her below Man Thing.
No, who's Man Thing? What's Man Thing?
He's like Swamp Thing, but not Swamp Thing.
Swamp Thing. Wink.
Yeah. Technically, Man Thing and Swamp Thing came out like pretty much at the same time in the comics.
What a coinky dink.
They were a few weeks apart, so. Okay, number 60 is Icarus. Number 59 is Kingo. Number 59 is Mantis. Number 57 is Korg. Number 56 is America Chavez. Number 55 is Valkyrie. Number 54 is Monica Rambeau. Number 53 is Elsa Bloodstone. Number 52 is Ironheart. And number 51 is Heimdall.
Okay, I knew 6 of those. I'm getting better.
Ironheart's in one of the movies already? Did I miss that one? And not see it?
She had a show.
Oh, well, there you go. Haven't seen it.
Feel like all the women are at the bottom of the list.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, Alice even says those red flags again.
I feel like all the women are at the bottom. Like, let's be real. Like, Black Widow's probably going to be in the top 10, but
For the wrong reasons?
no, because she's iconic and because she was one of the original 6 Avengers. But really, you put America Chavez at number 56? She's kind of awesome. Like, did you not like the Doctor Strange movie kicked ass, and she was a big part of why it kicked ass. All right. Number 50. See, look, I'm just going to pause here at number 50 is Quicksilver. This guy was in the MCU for like 5 minutes.
And he's at number 50
And
out of how many?
And you're putting him above.
70.
You're putting him above Valkyrie. You're putting him above America Chavez. You're putting him above Mantis.
Get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
I actually
And
like
Captain
that.
Marvel.
Yeah.
Those
Get a
characters
movie.
are all awesome. And you're putting Quicksilver, who, by the way, should have been able to outrun some fucking bullets.
You think?
I mean, in the X-Men version of him sure as fuck did.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
Outran an explosion or two?
That was so cool, though.
Yeah.
All right. Number 40 is Rescue, which is Pepper Potts in an Iron Man suit. Number 39 is Thena. Number 38 is Gilgamesh. Number 37 is U.S. Agent. Number 36 is The Red Guardian. Number 35 is She-Hulk. Number 34 is Peggy Carter. Number 34 is War Machine. Number 32 is Mobius. Oh, the guy from the Loki show. And number 31 is Nakia.
Yeah, I was hoping it wasn't Morbius.
Yeah, because I'm saying that's not MCU. And I'm like, oh, Mobius. Mobius not really a hero. First off, let's just get that out of the way. Not really a hero. U.S. Agent, not a hero.
There's weird choices on
There's
this
some-
list. And
There's some. Oh,
weirdness.
by the way, I know it was in the last grouping. Icarus, not a hero.
Oh.
As far as Eternals even had a villain, it was Icarus.
Well, maybe in Icarus's eyes.
That Eternals movie was so weird. Like
Oh, that
okay,
I missed it.
they turned them into the Justice League.
Oh, well.
Like Icarus, like not only was Icarus basically Superman, but there's a kid in the movie that calls him Superman. And
Really?
he's like, yeah, and he's like, I'm not Superman. He's like, yeah, you are. And I'm like, hang that lampshade a little harder, why don't you?
Basically telling the audience,
Yeah.
hey, guys.
Number 30 is M'Baku. Number 29 is Shang-Chi. Number 28 is Ms. Marvel. Number 27 is Okoye. Number 26 is Star-Lord. Number 25 is Gamora. Number 24 is Falcon, who's Captain America now.
Yeah.
Number 23 is Hawkeye, the new Hawkeye, not the old one. Number 22 is Moon Knight, and number 21 is Drax.
I never saw Moon Knight, the show.
I didn't see it either.
I heard good things about it, but I didn't see it.
Drax should be higher.
Yes.
Yeah. He's good stuff.
Drax
Just
is
saying. Star-Lord should be lower.
Also true.
And Miss Marvel above Captain Marvel?
She is.
I mean,
She is a lot of fun. I would.
do
I
like
would.
her a lot.
I would concede that point too. Ms. Marvel's awesome. Yeah.
All right.
They
Whatever you say.
the MCU version of Ms. Marvel is so good that they basically made the comic version her now.
Oh, well.
Number 20 is Yelena, the new Black Widow. Number 19 is Winter Soldier. Number 18 is Yondu. Number 17 is the original Groot. Number 16 is Nick Fury. Number 15 is Rocket Raccoon. Number 14 is the original Hawkeye. Number 13 is Shuri. Number 12 is Black Panther. And number 11 is Vision.
We got what?
I
got
feel
the
like Black Panther would be in the top 10 if Chadwick didn't die.
Mm.
Yeah, if he'd had another whole movie to himself.
Yeah, because I mean they had plans for him and they had to scramble, you know.
That one's still devastating.
Yeah. Did you know that he knew he was dying before he even took the role for Captain America?
I did, which
Yeah.
is
Really?
even
That's crazy.
even
That
sadder.
long ago.
That's great. Yeah, he'd been fighting that for a long time. Okay, here's the top 10. There's no surprise what's on here. Number 10 is Thor. Number 9 is Hulk. Number 8 is Wanda. Number 7 is Ant-Man. Number 6 is Black Widow. Number 5 is Loki. Number 4 is Doctor Strange. Number 3 is Captain America. Number 2 is Spider-Man. And number 1 is Iron Man.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Whoa, I'm blown away.
Wow. This
I-
guy sucks.
I agree with the top 3, but not the order that they're in.
Uh,
I'm sorry, Captain America's number 1 for me.
really? He doesn't like bullies.
He sure as fuck doesn't. Yeah, I just feel like he put all the women at the bottom.
Yeah.
And
Well,
he's-
who made top 10? Wanda, I guess.
Wanda and Black Widow. Wanda
Sure,
and Nat, yeah. I mean, like, Shuri almost made the top 10.
Yeah.
She is the new Black Panther.
I don't know. This
It's a
feels a little,
big,
a lot
just
jank.
white bread dipped in water out of 71. You know, like.
Yeah,
By the way,
fart noise out of 71.
Yeah.
A jar of mayonnaise out of 71.
Yeah. Okay, Moogle sent us his ranking of foxes, and when I first saw that, because I'm looking at my phone, and I see it pop up, and it's truncated because it's just the push alert, and it says Moogle Master List Critics ranking of foxes, and I'm thinking, didn't he already do that? But no, he had done his favorite foxes in video games. This is literally his ranking of the different breeds of foxes.
Oh.
Like actual
I'm about to get educated.
And here's the thing. I don't know shit about most of these. I didn't know there were 22 different types of foxes.
Yeah, that's
I thought
a
there
lot.
was the fox.
I can think of like 4.
I thought-
and that's it.
I thought there were 7 tops. But okay, now his least favorite fox. I have to look this up. I'm not going to look up every one. But I have to look up why number 22 is something called the Bengal fox. Why is the Bengal fox so low?
Ooh, I hope it looks like it's got this coolness of a Bengal tiger.
It just looks.
It's just a fucking fox.
Yeah. It's just a fox.
Sorry.
Maybe it's because there's nothing special about it. Number 21 is the crab-eating fox, which
That's a cool name.
awesome name. Does it really eat crabs?
I hope so.
I mean, so do I.
Oh man, that was kind of cool. Yeah, there's a picture of one with a crab in its face.
Yes, it's got a crab in his mouth. Then we got a hoary fox.
Whoa.
I feel like Doctor Strange named
I feel
that
like that
one.
would be higher on Moog's list.
I feel like Doctor Strange named that because he's the hoary hosts of August. Then there at number 19 is something called a pampas fox. Cool story, bro.
The Pompous.
No, pampas.
Pompous.
Man, I'm gonna be real. These all look like the fucking same to me.
Yeah, well, maybe that's why they're low on the list because they're not distinct
Well,
enough.
maybe they get more
Yeah.
distinct.
Number 18 is the Sichuan fox. I almost said Szechuan to be real.
Sepultura fox.
I almost said Szechuan. You're thinking Sepultura.
Oh, this one looks different.
Wait, hold on. Let me look it up. It looks different. Hold on.
Yeah, this one is slightly different.
It looks angrier.
Yeah.
This one's more like a
This
dog.
one got an attitude.
He looks more like a coyote or a dog or something.
Dog
Yeah.
fox.
Then we have the bat-eared fox. I'm guessing it has ears like a bat.
Oh, that would be kind of cute.
Yeah. Then the South American gray fox.
Holy shit, that one's got real big ears. Look that one up.
Oh,
Gray
really?
Fox.
Yeah.
The bat fox?
Yeah.
I'm just getting bats. Hold on. Holy crap! It's
Right?
like
They weren't lying.
It's like Bugs Bunny. Damn, it's Buzz Bunny. Then we have the number 15, the Colpeo, aka the Andean fox. I'm guessing this one might live in the Andes Mountains.
The Andes, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we have this one literally called Darwin's fox. No, I gotta look up what Darwin's fox looks like. What is Darwin's fox?
It's still around, so it's doing something right.
Darwin's fox. It looks like a painting of a fox.
Yeah.
It's like the most stereotypical fox I've ever seen in my life.
Okay.
Then we have at number 13, Rupel's fox. I don't know who Rupel is, but he's got a fox too. And then at number 12, we have the Cape fox. And number 11.
Oh, the Rupel's fox is
Yeah.
weird looking.
Yeah.
It's also got. I'll just describe it. It's like white and it's got big ears.
Okay. A white fox.
I like the
Number
big ears thing.
number 11 is the Blandford fox. I guess. Yeah. Number 10 is the Tibetan
That's
fox.
just a regular ass. Oh no, it's
Yeah.
not just a regular ass fox.
Most
Say hi.
most of these are regular ass foxes.
This one looks like a chihuahua.
like a chihuahua. Oh, that's weird. Number 9 is the pale fox. I'm guessing it's pale, right?
Oh, it's giving me pale fox news. That's hilarious.
Pale fox news. Number 8 is kit fox, which I don't know what that even infers, but then number 7.
Like a kitsune?
Yeah, it's
Alright.
a fox.
Number 7 is a swift fox. We're getting into Moogle's very favorites here. Like I said, I wouldn't imagine there was more than 7 types. So, number 6 is the island fox. I'm guessing it lives on islands.
Fox Island.
Yeah, now we're getting into the ones that I've heard of. Number 5 is the Corsac fox.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
I really am being
Yeah.
educated today.
Whoa! It's got a big mouth.
Elisa's reaction's amazing.
Oh!
Yeah.
It's just a picture of one yawning. It's
Yeah.
got a giant fucking mouth.
The Corsac fox is the most. It looks almost more like a cat than a fox,
Yeah.
though, doesn't
I
it?
do like the name Corsac.
At number 4 is the Gray Fox. You know
Gray
that
Fox.
he was the head of the Thieves Guild after all.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
Number 3 is the Fennec Fox. This is
I know that one.
tiny little guy. Number 2 is the Arctic Fox, which is sort of like the most
okay.
stereotypical fox. Now, what's funny? We talked about foxes recently, and we see them up here sometimes. Very rarely do I see them, but sometimes I see them. And I remember saying that I don't know the types of foxes all that well. So it's just this dude with red fur, and I looked it up, and it turns out it's just called a red fox.
Oh, wow.
And that is Moogle's favorite fox, according to his list. So
I mean, that is a fox. That's
Great
like
comedian.
it's red.
Default fox.
Yeah. Moogle's
We
very
have a
upset
lot.
that Fox News does not have actual news about foxes.
Or actual news. Womp womp.
That's true, too.
Well,
Look, they have actually defended themselves in court saying that they are not news.
and yet.
Yeah, that they are
we
news
are.
entertainment and not meant to be taken seriously.
Okay.
Just saying.
Well, thank
Yeah,
you for that,
just a
Moogle. I was
big
educated.
That was an enlightening list.
Sly Cooper out of 22. I don't know what the fuck to say to
I
this.
saw a guy with real big ears. That was very funny.
Yeah, and a dude with a big mouth too.
It was very funny.
Okay, now Alice sent me this list from Mental Floss. 8 animals people didn't think were real.
Oh.
Kraken.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah.
That's the first thing that pops into my head.
What was the first thing that popped in your head?
Kraken.
That's
They thought it was mythological until they
Oh,
found
the
it.
giant squid.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would think narwhal would be on here because there's
Oh,
still
yeah.
people that think narwhals aren't real. Okay, so yeah, still, yeah.
We got pictures.
That
Okay.
doesn't mean anything to people sometimes.
So the first thing is the gorilla. There was, and I remember hearing about this in history class. There was a point where people did not believe that gorillas were real.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah.
They were just in the mist.
Narwhals. Yeah. Narwhals
Okay.
do look like somebody's like fan fiction of an animal that could exist.
They-
You know.
They look like when it was like the 1800s and they didn't dinosaurs. look like,
Yeah.
So they just put them together all fucking weird.
Like some kind of cryptid.
The Kraken's on here, so there you go. You were right about
Yeah.
It was finally released.
Platypus. Now, the platypus is such a ridiculous animal. It's got a duck bill. It's got fur. It's poisonous and venomous, and it lays eggs, and it's a mammal.
They're so cool, man.
It's just like somebody hit randomize on the character creation and just went with whatever showed up.
A nature randomizer.
Yeah. Then we have Komodo dragons.
I love dragons. They're so cool.
They're cool.
Probably people didn't think they exist because you see a Komodo dragon and you're like, oh shit, hey, what up? And then the motherfucker eats you.
Yeah.
Because they are really fucking aggressive and they will fucking murder you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Book it.
Okapi is something that's on this list. Now, Okapi is weird because it literally looks like a Poke fusion between a horse and a giraffe.
With a little bit of zebra mixed in.
Horse with a long neck?
No, it looks like a zebra with a short. I call it a giraffe with a short neck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Imagine it looks like a giraffe, but it's shaped like a horse. And then it's got zebra-ness in its like legs.
How did that happen?
Yeah, it's a weird fucking animal. Rhinoceros is on here. So fun thing is that rhinoceros are where the whole unicorn myth comes from.
What? Really?
People saw a rhinoceros and described it as this like horse-esque creature with a horn, and people who were just told, what they looked like, drew horses with horns, and that's where unicorns came from. But they were actually rhinos. So there you go.
I mean, if by horse you mean 4 legs, okay.
Well, these people were not very good at describing it, probably because they didn't get too close.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to.
The King of Saxony Bird of Paradise.
That is an awesome name.
Yeah.
Pretty cool name.
Yeah, it's just a bird, though. There's nothing really special about it.
Aw, man.
Yeah.
So
It's got these cool plumes coming off of its head, but basically there were people who thought it was fake. Yeah. And that was the last one. So yeah, out of how many was this? 8? 8 out of 8. Great bait, mate. Rated 8 out of 8.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one. Thanks for that one, Alice.
Yeah.
8 out of 8.
I like the mental floss list because it lets us take a break from the ridiculous and get a little educational,
Yeah.
And there were Gila monsters. Not Gila monsters.
Komodo dragons, yes. Wayne put in a list of his list of infamous and unbeatable games.
Unbeatable, as in literally impossible to beat?
Well, I don't think any of these are literally impossible to beat, but they are practically impossible to beat.
Literally.
Well, for most of these, not for the first one, but for most of these, he includes notes as to why they're on the list. Number 10 is Wizardry for the Return of Wyrna for DOS, which, I mean, not much explanation is needed. It's a wizardry game. Wizardry games hate you.
Oh.
They want you to not have fun. In fact, they want you to suffer, and they will make you suffer. So yeah.
I'm never playing one of those.
Imagine if you were playing Ultima, but every once in a while it just punched you in the dick. That's what wizardry's like.
You'd even have to pull strings to get me to play Ultima, no offense.
Yeah. Number 9 is Exile Wicket Phenomenon for the TurboGrafx CD, which was an example of working designs not only doing their weird translations, but they fucked with the difficulty. They had a knack of doing that. They decided to make games harder for no basic reason at all.
Yeah, just translate it.
Yeah. Number 8 is Battletoads, specifically the version from Rare Replay due to input lag.
Oh my god.
Battletoads is already a pretty rough game. You play it on the NES. Imagine playing it with some input lag.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Especially that level where you're on that circle bike thing. Oh god.
Yeah. Number 7 is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, not the NES version, the DOS version.
DOS version. No. I don't even know that.
Imagine if you took the NES game, which was a good game but very, very difficult, and then made it shitty.
That sounds bad.
Yeah. Number 6 is Jim Power on the SNES, which he writes, this would have been a decent game if it weren't for the fact that it was optimized for NTSC. So I guess this was released in Europe and it didn't run right?
Oh no, play the PAL version, it's all wonky.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's rough.
Number 5 is King's Quest.
The first one?
Yes, which he writes, though future re-releases have patched this, you have no way to beat the original due to the Rumpelstiltskin puzzle. The name you have to input is Ifun Kalv. That's Rumpelstiltskin spelled backwards in the inverted alphabet. There are no clues in-game to help you figure out, but you're meant to use an insane cipher. You just had to know. There was
I had to look that up.
there was hints in the manual.
If you had it.
Yeah, if you had the manual. As a matter of fact, there was a section that was written in invisible ink that just told you what it was.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
That's funny.
Yeah.
These old, like, Sierra games.
Yeah. Number 4 is The Last Ninja 3 on the Wii Virtual Console. While the original is still somewhat regarded, the port of the Commodore 64 version featured in the Wii Virtual Console was just shoddy emulation. It was so bad that Nintendo removed it from the Virtual Console. Yo, those Lost Ninja games were already pretty fucking impossible in their original iteration.
I just don't like them. They're just not good.
They're not good, no.
To me.
They're not good, no. Number 3 is X-Men on the Genesis, a good game until you reach the main computer and it tells you to reset. For older Genesis models, this worked when you hit the reset button. However, on the Sega Nomad, since there's no dedicated reset button on the Nomad itself, you couldn't actually beat the game.
Damn, that's the only way I play X-Men.
On the Nomad, yeah.
On the Nomad.
Honestly, I disagree with it being a good game, to be honest with you.
It's fine.
The second game's good. The first one's kind of fucking
Arcade's
jank.
Revenge?
No, Clone Wars.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
Arcade.
which one's Arcade's Revenge?
That's Spider-Man with the X-Men.
Oh, with
Yeah.
X-Men. Yeah.
E.T. on the Atari 2600.
Yeah.
My cousin and I tried nearly everything to figure this piece of shit out, but like the AVGN, kept falling into the hole. Eat my hole, E.T. My whole hole.
Oh,
The whole hole.
That's a lot of holes.
That's it. You can beat it if you know what you're doing, but what kid in the 1980s knew what he was doing?
But then it just loops, right?
Yeah. And number 1 is Swords and Serpents for the Intellivision. I was really good at the game and made it to level 4, which was the final stage, only to find my way past the serpent to see BPD, which after years of finding out was the initials of the developer, it was through correspondence that I found out that the game had shipped in an unfinished state and that BPD was just a way to say congratulations, fuck you.
Oof.
I played a little bit of this and I couldn't figure out what the fuck was going on, so I'm glad I didn't figure it out.
Swords and Serpents. What kind of game is it?
It's like an adventure game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. 10 out of 10. I don't disagree with anything on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it all sounds legit with 10.
Yeah. Let's see. What do we have? Okay, so Duke of Nukem. The Duke of Nukem. Dookie Nukem. Sent a few lists. The first of which is the ranking of Hammer's Frankenstein series. This is actually Almighty Santa, by the way.
Oh, hey.
So, Hammer's Frankenstein series ranked from worst to best.
Haven't seen any of them, so let's do this.
Okay. So, number 7 is The Horror of Frankenstein.
The horror.
Number 6 is Frankenstein Created Woman.
Oh, shit, he did?
Yeah, he did.
That makes sense.
Number 5 is The Evil of Frankenstein.
Oh, I thought he was lovable.
Yeah. By the way, The Horror of Frankenstein's probably the last on the list because I think it was the only one that Peter Cushing wasn't actually in. Number 4 is, this was the last one, Frankenstein and the Monster from Hell.
Whoa,
That's
cool.
a great name.
Yeah. David Prowse was the monster in that one.
The Monster from Hell?
Yeah.
Wow.
Number 3 was Frankenstein Must Be Destroyed. This one was really cool, yeah. As a matter of fact, I would put it above the next one, which is The Revenge of Frankenstein. I would just reverse those two. Number 1 is, of course, the original, The Curse of Frankenstein. I mean, you had put Peter Cushing at his best. The monster was played by Christopher Lee. It was just really good.
Nice.
Yeah, 6 out of 7.
I'll trust your judgment. 6 out of 7.
I can see.
Yes.
I have also not seen these, but I hold them in high regard.
And he also ranked the Hammer Dracula series.
Okay.
And there's 9 of those. So number 9 is the last one, which was just I don't know what they were trying with this. It's Dracula AD 1972.
Oh, no.
They have him suddenly show up in the 70s. Christopher Lee was well checked out at this point, so Yeah. Let's see. Number 8 is The Legend of the Seven Golden Vampires. Once again, it just fell into the thing where... Here's the thing with these movies. Christopher Lee didn't want to make them.
Oh.
He agreed to be Dracula in a movie. He didn't like the script. So every time he was told to say his lines, he just stared at the camera. So that's why in the first one he basically says like 2 things. But every time they went to make a sequel, he would say, "No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that," And they'd be like, "Oh, well, if you don't do it, all these people, all these cameramen and everything are going to be out of a job," and they would guilt him into it every single time. So, there you have it.
If you keep saying yes, do the damn movie.
Oh, he did them. He just refused to say his lines, so that's why Dracula became basically a character that doesn't talk after the first one. Number 7 is Dracula Has Risen from the Grave.
That's a great name.
Rise from your
Yeah,
grave.
yeah, that's what I thought of immediately. Number 6 is Dracula Prince of Darkness. Number 5 is, this is the best title, is just Taste the Blood of Dracula.
Ooh, that's
Whoa,
great.
very direct.
Imagine being at the movie theater and being like, "I'll have 2 tickets for Taste the Blood of Dracula." Number 4 is The Brides of Dracula.
Plural.
Number 3 is the other best title, The Satanic Rites of Dracula.
Ooh. Satanic Panic.
Yeah. Number 2 is
Satanic left.
Scars of Dracula. And number 1 is, he just listed as Dracula. It was also called A Horror of Dracula. It was the first one.
The first one, yeah.
That basically tried to do the novel as a movie with some changes, And Peter Cushing was Van Helsing in that one as well. So Peter Cushing playing a non-villain for once. He always played a villain. 7 out of 9 is where I'm going with that.
I'm going to trust
that
your
was pretty
judgment
good.
again. 7 out of 9.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the titles of.
Yes.
It makes me want to actually see them.
Some of them they're really fun. They were also known for their extremely gory death scenes too.
Yeah.
Whenever Dracula died, he died hard. As a matter of fact, if you've ever seen the extended version of The Return of the King, the Lord of the Rings movie, the way that Saruman fell off the tower and then was impaled on the wheel and then ground into the thing, that was a reference to one of the Dracula movies.
Oh fuck, that's really
that
funny.
he was in. Yeah. Well, you could tell.
Yeah.
You could tell that certain directors were big Hammer horror fans, like Peter Jackson, obviously. George Lucas. Star Wars was practically a Hammer horror reunion. You had David Prowse, you had Peter Cushing, you had Alec Guinness. I mean, all these guys were in Hammer horror films, So Christopher Lee even wound up in Star Wars after a while.
Yeah.
Okay, we're actually caught up on submitted lists, which means I can go back to lists that I was doing. I was putting this off because I wasn't sure we'd have time, but I have 35 funny tweets from parents who are just trying to survive Halloween with their kids, since this is sort of our Halloween episode. We decided not to do it next week because we didn't want to do it on Halloween.
Yeah.
Especially since Elise gets a fuck ton of trick-or-treaters.
We do. It's awesome.
Yeah, we don't.
Cool.
We don't. Well, we do in town. I'm outside of town. The kids, I'm not going to trick or treat here. The houses are too far apart.
And I'm in an apartment building.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Number 1, Kevin Dombrowski writes, "At my kids' preschool Halloween parade today, and so far the scariest thing is talking to the other parents." That's real. That's real. Number 2, Megan here says, "Oh, good. The microphone my kid got for his Halloween costume actually works."
Oh, no.
Oops. Number 3, Simon Holland here writes, "Why would I pay for a haunted house when I could wake up to my kid silently standing by my bed at 3 a.m.?
Oh, God.
That's the creepiest fucking thing I've ever heard.
We love you, Father.
Oh, no. Number 4, Spaced Mom writes, "Halloween is the best because it's the one day my kids go around demanding snacks from everyone else." That's real. That's real. Me and Alice and Davey and Moogle just recently watched It's a Great Pumpkin for Charlie Brown, and there are a few logical fallacies that I pointed out regarding Charlie Brown. Well, first of all, regarding just in general, how did the kids all get different things from the same house?
Are they
Like,
buying that many different things? Yeah.
yeah, like, and then Charlie Brennan's like, I got a rock. Like, who giving out rocks on Halloween? Now next year you know which houses to throw the rocks at.
Yeah. Or just
Like trick or
not go
treat.
to.
Trick or treat implies a threat. I'm just saying.
Yeah, trick or treat.
Yeah.
The treat's for us.
Number 5, a bearer of dad news, fantastic name by the way, writes, the snorting
Got
is
me.
wild today. You might think my house is haunted, but it's just my kids always leaving the kitchen drawers and cabinets open.
Womp womp.
Ooh, spooky.
Number
Bad
6,
humor.
Abe Yaspi writes, my kid wants $20 to go through a corn maze with his friends, which is $20 more than I normally pay to walk through vegetables.
That's a good one.
That's good. I like it. Number 7, real life mommy. You should rethink that. Writes, it's important to teach your children moderation by only eating a couple of pieces of Halloween candy when they're around and eating the rest after they go to bed.
Oh.
That's real.
Dad tax.
That's real. Yeah. People pointing out in the chat, like, people would hand out pennies or Bible tracts, and it's like, no, you getting egged, son.
I never minded the pennies because pennies would always just go in the change jar. Like,
If you're
okay,
gonna,
fine.
if
want
you're
to give me
gonna,
like 3 cents, I'll take actual money that I can spend on a thing.
what are you gonna spend 3 cents on? Come
they
on,
add
like,
up.
hand out like dimes at least. What the fuck?
Okay, that's fair.
Number
The whole
8.
whole Bible tract thing. Like, I see what you're doing, but you're also still participating in the event.
Yeah, I see what you're doing, but don't.
Yeah.
You know what? The kid might actually read the thing if you included it with a king-size Snickers.
You just wrap it all,
Yeah.
all up. Yeah.
Number 8, Mary Ferry Bowberry writes, pumpkin patches are great places to take your family so you could profusely sweat in coordinating outfits while the kids fight over a $47 pumpkin.
Pick your event. That's all of them.
Yeah. Number 9, James Breakwell Exploding Unicorn writes, 10-year-old, you bought candy? Me, it's not for us, it's for trick-or-treaters. 10-year-old, I am a trick-or-treater.
Oh shit,
Give
he
me
got
some
you there,
candy.
man.
Yeah. That's done. Number 10, Mum in Bits writes, Halloween activities with kids can be so fun. Like, for instance, earlier, I dislocated my shoulder carving 3 pumpkins on my own while they watched Netflix and ate chocolate skeletons.
Yeah.
Damn. Number 11, Spaced Mom again writes, the best thing about parenting babies and toddlers is that you can dress them up as like a croissant for Halloween. They don't give a shit.
That's true.
Yeah, they don't know what's going on.
That's true, yeah.
A croissant, though.
That's kind of cute. Number 12, Simon Holland writes, heard her rival dad is planning to hand out king-size candy bars for Halloween, so now every trick-or-treater that comes to my house is getting a full rack of ribs. Shit, yes. Damn, wait, hold on. I will walk on my knees. Where's the ribs house?
Yeah.
Where Ribs House at?
Yeah. Number 13, LL Gabagool J, fantastic, writes, telling my kids they have nut allergies so I can have all their Reese's.
Oh, yeah.
Devious.
They're very
Nice.
devious.
Also, give me the Reese's.
Reese's.
Yes, Reese, please.
Love Reese's. Number 14, Vinod Chaparro writes, dads love telling other dads while trick-or-treating, you scared me, Bob. Next time, don't come dressed as yourself. That's right, like right up there with like, it won't ring up, that must mean it's free.
Mm-hmm.
Number 18, KJ writes, a house of horrors for parents would be walking barefoot on Lego-covered floors while hearing bedroom doors slam and whisper screams of their children repeatedly asking why, and then discovering an empty coffee pot when they finally reach the kitchen. Yeah,
All the parental horrors.
people would be murdered, though, so don't do that.
Yeah.
Number 16, Mummy Deer, please rethink that, writes, 4-year-old, did you know that pumpkins start off green? Yes, and then they turn orange when they're ready. Okay, can you stop talking about pumpkins? Damn, kids really be like that? Damn.
Wow.
Number 17, Sarcastic Mommy writes, I hate Twitters like this because it's like you've made being a parent your entire personality and it's exhausting.
Yeah.
But Sarcastic Mommy writes, I don't need a haunted house to scare me because I have a teen I have to wake up for school 5 days a week.
Womp womp. Heard
you
it
go.
before.
Yeah. Number 18, Simon Holland again writes, my daughter wants to be really scary this Halloween, so instead of a costume, she's going to carry a school fundraising packet to every door.
Oh, hey.
Okay, that's a good one.
That is scary. Oh,
That's
no.
good.
Number 19, Megan here says, okay, I just need to think like a 39-year-old. My 6-year-old trying to find the Halloween candy I hid.
Oh, no.
Hey, if it works, it works. Number 20, it's Sherifield writes, my kid's piano teacher told me he liked my Halloween shirt, and I told him thanks, but this is just how I dress.
Oh,
Me.
a Halloween shirt.
Yeah, what is a Halloween shirt?
Maybe like the movie? Just
I
Halloween?
guess, yeah. Number 21, Nicholas G. writes, shopping for Halloween costumes when my 10-year-old daughter stops in the adult aisle to ponder out loud, gosh, I've never seen a policewoman dressed like this before.
Oh, no.
Sexy policewoman.
And this is the point where I remind you that fuck the police is not meant to be taken literally.
Dope. That's a good one.
Number 22, here's Megan again, leaving the kids' slime on the ceiling and calling it seasonal decor. Follow me for more housekeeping tips. Nice.
Don't mind the slime.
Number 23, Vinod Chapru again writes, this year for Halloween decorations, I'm just using printouts of the school emails. That's more existential dread than horror, but okay. Yeah. This guy's name, number 24, this guy's name is Fat Gandalf. I appreciate it. But, you know, look, he drinks a lot of beer. What can you say? Parents, please check your kids' Halloween candy. Last year, my son found a ring in the Snickers bar and soon after left on a quest to save the world. We haven't seen him since. That would be so good if I didn't see like a way better version of that on Facebook yesterday.
Oh, what was it?
It was, check your check your candy, because I found in the Snickers bar the one ring where Sauron poured all of his malice and cruelty and will to dominate all life. And then they had like an actual Snickers with the one ring photoshopped into it. So
Cool.
more effort was put into the Facebook version. Sorry, Fat Gandalf. This is why you didn't get to go on the adventure. Number 25, Science Mom wrote, bought my daughter an Elsa dress at Costco, and the aftermath is so much glitter on the floor it looks like Kesha was here.
Okay, that made me chuckle.
Yeah.
That was a sensible chuckle right there.
The Dr. Hibbert chuckle. Number 26, Stephanie Ortiz writes, I was going to wear a scary costume to take the kids trick-or-treating this year, but realized that going as a mom with 6 kids is terrifying enough.
Okay.
Try harder. Number 27, Marcy G writes, a real haunted house would have a bunch of kids following you around asking random questions and then asking why right after you answer it, and toddlers randomly throwing tantrums. I mean, yeah, that would be pretty terrible. Yeah.
These are things that happen.
Yeah. Number 28, Robert Knopp writes, 8-year-old. I want to paint my pumpkin this year. Cool, what color? Orange. Pours drink. Let's do it.
Yeah?
Why not, right?
But maybe it's a faded orange and you want a nice bright orange.
Number 29, Mary Ferry Bowberry again says, I told my kids that everyone is celebrating Mother's Day on Halloween, so they're planning to give me first pick of all the candy as a present. Happy Mother's Day, witches. It's going to backfire.
Yeah.
It's going to backfire, I'm just telling you. Number 30, Stephanie Ortiz again writes, I was going to wear a scary costume to take the kids trick-or-treating, then this is the same one as before. What the fuck? That one was repeated. It's the same thing. Boo indeed. Number 31, Swisher Girl writes, you think you're going to be this Mary Poppins type mom, and before you know it, you're threatening to cancel Halloween in the middle of the grocery store.
I mean, if kids are bad, you know?
If they acting up,
oh,
man. For you.
Number 32, Mommy Cusses writes, funny how everyone at my son's school is commenting on my zombie costume, and this is just how I look like now.
Yeah.
Oof.
Same joke as before.
Oof. No, that's worse, though, because it's like, they're not saying nice Halloween shirt, they're saying cool zombie costume.
Because...
I guess she looks dead?
A little haggard for worse for wear.
Number 33, Mommy Owl writes, just caught my kids eating our Halloween candy. An hour later, my husband caught my kids and me eating our Halloween candy. Hey, if you can't beat them, join them, right?
Mm-hmm. Dig in.
Number 34, Dad and Barry. That's okay. Yeah, fair. And he writes, this Halloween I'm going as a sexy parent, which is just a parent who took a shower, got dressed, and is nowhere near any children. Fair enough. Yeah. I think it's going to work out for you, though. At number 35, Amy A. says, remember to check your kids' Halloween candy for good candy because that shit is free. Nice. All right, that one redeemed some of the other ones, I think.
Yeah, that was, I
Yeah,
feel like
that
this
was
one
good.
was definitely better than the last one.
Yeah. Out of 35, 29 is where I'm gonna be.
You know, I was thinking 28.
28.
15.
Wow, that's harsh as fuck,
Spicy.
bro.
Yes, a lot of them were very similar and tiresome. Fuck. Get out of here already. I'm a parent. That's the joke.
That's
This is coming from a guy with no kids.
Oh god.
That's the joke.
That's the joke.
That's the joke. Okay, hold on a second. I got another one because we have a little bit of time left. I just got to find where I kept it. Oh shit, wait, is it on my phone? Hold on. I had a list that I wanted to do if we had time, but I think it might be on my phone.
Boing.
Yeah, I turned my phone on, so it decided to give me all my text messages. No, don't send me any alerts. Okay, from RollingStone.com, I have the 50 most disappointing albums of all time.
Ooh, disappointing.
Ooh,
So there's a build-up
okay.
and the letdown.
Yeah. Well, I guess this would mean that like a big release from an act that you think would be pretty solid, and then just, you get a turd. Breaking a hot streak, so to speak. Number 50 is The Big Day by Chance the Rapper. I have never even heard a single one of his songs.
Yeah.
Well, it's unfortunate that
Yeah.
they have a disappointing album.
I guess. I don't know. I've never heard him. Number 49 is The King of Limbs from
I
Radiohead.
didn't think that was that bad.
Yeah. Well, they're saying that they're not saying that it's bad, but they're saying that it followed up some tough acts. It came after The Bends, OK Computer, Kid A, Amnesia, and Hail to the Thief, and In Rainbow. So they kind of had a streak going there,
Okay, that's
So
fair.
when you release like a bunch of masterpieces and then you release something that's just kind of good, it's disappointing. Remember, disappointing doesn't necessarily mean terrible.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's fair.
yeah.
That's fair.
Number 48
Yeah,
is
to me, it's the disappointing is their entire catalog. No, I'm just kidding.
Ooh, spicy.
Just kidding.
Spicy.
Just kidding.
Wildlife from Wings.
Oh.
I mean, this was the first Wings album, so
Oh no. Oh no.
I think that maybe if you were expecting it to be the Beatles,
The Beatles
Okay.
too.
then I could
Yeah.
understand that. Number 47 is Bigger and Deafer from LL Cool J.
Oh.
This came out. This was sort of the nadir of his career. You know what I mean? He was being outpaced by like the gangster rap stuff, and he hadn't discovered the whole "I'll just be sexy" thing yet. So, yeah.
He can work with that.
Yeah.
He can milk that.
Number 46 is Jesse, you're gonna have to tell us if this is true. "Be Here Now" by Oasis. Was this a letdown?
I think it's just because "What's the Story, Morning Glory" was so unbelievably huge.
Yeah.
Like
There were a couple
people
of
who don't
bangers
like
from it.
there are people who don't like Oasis who like that album.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so it's just like the sophomore curse, basically, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sophomore
it's
form.
really
I think
a sophomore.
I think we'll
like
see.
it, of course.
I think this is your favorite band. Of course you like it. I think that like you'll see a bunch of sophomore slumps in here. Number 43 is "Listen Without Prejudice" Volume 1 from George Michael. I mean, once again, it came right after Faith, so yeah.
Is that the
It's
one
just
with
it's just
Freedom
the come
90?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
it's just the unfortunate come down from such a high.
Yeah. Number 44 is "Draw the Line" by Aerosmith. Once again, this is a good album, but you could tell they weren't firing on all cylinders on that one. It came after. Look, I have a migraine, so I'm gonna say some weird shit. I mean,
Right.
you had like a bunch of great ones in a row, "Toys in the Attic" and "Rocks." So yeah, I can understand that. Number 43 is "The Life of Pablo" from Kanye West. Well, look, I think Kanye West is his own disappointment now, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
At this point.
nobody thought this guy was going to turn out the way he did.
It's all tainted. It's all tainted.
Yeah.
Number 42 is "Songs of Innocence" from U2. No, this was no. I'm going to tell you no, because this was like maybe the 4th or 5th disappointing album in a row that they put out. Okay, like everything after Achtung Baby was disappointing.
Was this the iPod album?
I don't think it is now.
No, I
Oh,
think it was
I
a
don't
little after
No,
that
it
one.
was
I don't. I'm
Was
not
Joshua
familiar with
Tree
that.
before or after Octo Baby?
way before.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
I'm not familiar with their
one
later
the
catalog.
one right after Achtung Baby was called Pop.
Oh.
And it was really bad, and then they
Oh.
really never recovered. They'd have a good song here or there, but never a good
Yeah,
album.
but never like solidly.
Yeah.
Mm.
Number 41 is, I've never even heard of this artist, Neither Fish Nor Flesh by Terrence Trent D'Arby.
Oh, he did Wishing Well.
I don't know what that is. I don't
It was
know.
a one-hit wonder in the late 80s.
Oh, okay. Well, this does say 1989 on it, so okay.
There you go.
Dream about a wishing well, kiss or tell.
Number 40 is Bat Outta Hell 3, The Monster's Loose from Meatloaf. I didn't think it was disappointing. I think that maybe if you assuming that it came right after Bat Outta Hell 2, it might be a little disappointing. But there were a bunch of mid albums between the two. So I think it was a return to form, if anything.
Maybe people were just hoping like this is gonna be the one.
Yeah. Well, it kind of was. I mean, it was good. Number 39 is Back from Hell by Run DMC.
That's the one they pick, and not the one where friggin' Daryl doesn't talk at all.
Oh.
Well, I think that they're basically saying that there was a lot of cursing on it, and that it didn't really fit the Run DMC vibe.
They curse in it? I never pictured them as doing so.
Exactly, so that you would be disappointed, you know.
I'm surprised.
Number 38 is Here Today, Tomorrow, Next Week by the Sugar Cubes. I am not super familiar with the Sugar Cubes.
The only thing I know is that birthday song they did that they play like once a month on the radio station.
Yeah, and that wasn't on this one, so. Number 37 is Shout by Devo. Well, once again, it didn't have that big hit to get people in, you know.
It's probably just fine.
Number 36 is Behind the Mask by Fleetwood Mac. Understandable. Understandable.
Did they have any hits on that album?
Not really, no.
Well,
I mean, Save Me was a good one, but not like a big hit, you know.
Yeah.
Number 35 is Pretty Odd by Panic at the Disco.
Oh, fucking co-signed. That album was such a goddamn letdown. I even wrote about it in I wrote about it in the college newspaper, and I said, pretty odd, more like pretty awful.
See, now, if you wrote that today with modern slang, you would have been like, more like pretty mid.
Pretty mid. Yeah. Well, mid just means average. It doesn't mean bad.
but it sounds like odd mid. It would make a good headline, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
So this one was like,
yeah.
If you've not heard this one, it was them basically being like, we want to try to be the Beatles.
Yeah.
And it just sucked. It was so bad. I was so let down by that one.
Number 34 is Technical Ecstasy by Black Sabbath. Now, this is interesting because they're pointing out, which is very true, this is hardly their worst album, but like I said, it just came after a hot streak. So, yeah.
It doesn't hold up in the same capacity that its predecessors do.
Sometime.
Okay.
I mean, Black Sabbath sort of progressively got worse and worse and worse, and then they do a few albums with Ronnie James Dio, and it would be awesome, and then they'd get worse and worse and worse, and then Dio would come back for another album. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
Every time Ozzy comes back, it just sort of just gets worse. Number 33 is Muse Sick an Hour Message from Public Enemy. You know, see, I know Public Enemy. I don't know this album, and that's probably why. You know, I mean, you know, it takes Nation of Millions and Hold Us Back and Fear of a Black Planet. I don't know this one. There's probably a good reason. Number 32 is, even the title of this is very disappointing because when you get a Peter Frampton album, you really don't want it to be called I'm In You.
Oh, no, I don't want Peter Frampton anywhere near me like that.
No, not in that way. And it came right after Frampton Comes Alive, which is his major album, I mean.
Yeah.
Number 31 is Congratulations by MGMT.
That one wasn't that bad. It was fine. Yeah. It was just fine.
Who are they?
I think it's another one of those like letdown kind of ones.
Yeah.
Because their first album had
Yeah.
a bunch of really solid.
Well, that's exactly what it is. It's the
Am I
sophomore
supposed to know
song.
these guys?
There's sort of like a indie rock psychedelia sort of thing.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Sorry.
Oh, I don't really disagree with this, but I also don't agree with it. Number 30 is One Hot Minute from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. It's a really solid album, but I think people were expecting another Blood Sugar Sex Magic.
Does it have Aeroplane on it?
Yes. Yes.
I loved Aeroplane. That was my
Yeah.
first
It's a
exposure
great song.
to the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
It's a very dark album. Dave Navarro wasn't in the band at this point.
No, he had problems.
Or rather, he was. John Frusciante had left, rather, and Dave Navarro. It was a little too heavy for some fans, so I like it personally, but they made a good comeback afterwards, though. I like it, though. Number 29 is The Final Cut by Pink Floyd. This is a fantastic album that is made out of basically songs that got rejected from the wall.
Oh.
And I think that if you manage to somehow peel back the word Pink Floyd on the album cover, it would say Roger Waters underneath it.
So strictly a Roger Waters effort.
It's pretty much his solo album, yeah. It's good.
Yeah,
I
not
would
so
say
bad.
the biggest disappointment out of Pink Floyd is Roger Waters himself. Number 28 is Cahoots from the band. You know, I know these guys are legends, but I've never in my life listened to an album by the band.
I think I only really know like album singles.
I know what gets played on the radio.
The Last Waltz
Yeah.
and all that.
Number 27 is Balance by Van Halen. No. It's the next one after that. Van Halen 3.
Is the one after that the one where they get what's his name?
Gary Sharon was the...
Yeah, Gary. Oh,
Now,
God.
let me tell you something. I do not blame Gary Sharon.
No.
He didn't write those songs. Eddie Van Halen was what ruined it.
That's the guy getting shot in the chest with the cannon.
Yes. Yeah, no, Balance
Yes.
was pretty good, though. Number 26 is Smiler from Rod Stewart. Look, here's the thing. This guy released like 4 albums a year. The dude was just releasing way too much music. He was bound to slip up. Let's see. Number 25 is Dark Horse from George Harrison. This is a sort of like the same like sophomore slump thing, you know. He wasn't working with Jeff Lynne either at the time, so that kind of...
Yeah.
Number 24 is Eye of the Zombie by John Fogerty. I don't know what he was thinking on this one, to be honest.
Okay.
It's just... It's cheesy as fuck.
Hey, that might work.
Yeah. Number 23 is Just Us from the Monkees. So the problem was the Monkees were releasing an album in the 90s.
Yeah.
Whoa, that was wow. Okay.
1996.
Well,
Everybody at this point had already known that they're not a real band.
yeah.
You know, I'm sorry, Spinal Tap is more of a band than the Monkees.
They actually do concerts
Yeah.
and stuff. Oh, did the Monkees?
I don't know, to be honest with you.
Huh.
They were created for a TV show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Number 22 is Dylan and the Dead from Bob Dylan and the Grateful Dead. I don't feel there's a lot of overlap in the fans here.
Yeah.
I think that's the problem.
Weird choice.
It's sort of like Metallica did that album with
Oh, no.
what's his fucking name from the Velvet Underground? Lou something.
Lou
Reed?
Lou Reed.
Lou Reed.
Yeah, they had one good song on it. Now the thing is, the one good song was about 20 minutes long. They could have released that as an EP and called it a day, and people would have called them geniuses for working with Lou Reed. But there was a whole other disc of songs on there that was absolute garbage. So, number 21 is Second Coming by the Stone Roses. Look, the Stone Roses' first album is so strong, you're not gonna.
I'm not familiar with their work.
And then they're sort of like, trying to do this comeback. Nah. 5.5 years from the first album to the second album.
Oof.
Whoa.
You'd think that they were making it perfect.
They had time.
They had lots of time.
I am the table.
I am the table is a thing from the Metallica thing. Number 20, Raised on Radio from Journey. This is similar to the Stone Roses because there was like something like 3 or 4 years between. What was the one before that? Frontiers. So it's like they really had enough time to come up with something better. But the problem is that, what came out between the two was Steve Perry's solo album. That's what he was working on,
God.
Number 19 is
Oh, Sherry.
Radio Ethiopia from the Patti Smith Group.
Oh,
just
they
once
released
again,
something bad? Huh.
sophomore slump. That's all it is. It's just not as good as. It's not a masterpiece. That's all. Number 18 is Thank You from Duran Duran.
That was a weird one because that was like that felt out of place. It wasn't bad, but it also wasn't great.
This is similar to the Monkees thing. Not the same thing, but it's Duran Duran releasing an album in the 90s. Not because they're bad or they don't belong, but because the 90s were sort of the anti-Duran Duran decade.
Yeah, and like they had a couple of singles in the early 90s that did well.
Yeah. Well, Ordinary World,
Yeah.
But here's the thing. If they had released Thank You in 2005 instead of 1995, people would have loved it.
I think that's when they put out Astronaut, which was great.
Yeah, exactly. Number 17 is The Byrds from The Byrds. So I think the issue here is that when you consider who's in the group, you kind of expect it to be better than it is.
Not a big Birds fan over here, so I'm not sure.
Yeah.
A lot of these I unfortunately have to sit out. I didn't know you two were such Duran Duran fans.
I like Duran Duran. Number 16 is Let Me Up, I've Had Enough from Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Yeah, this is sort of their worst album. It's not bad, but it's their worst one.
Yeah,
worst
I agree.
Yeah. Number 15 is A Single Man from Elton John. Oh.
That's a big sigh right there.
This one was a weird one.
It's weird, but it's not. It's not the big disappointment that like Leather Jackets would be the big disappointment.
Yeah, like I wouldn't have placed this one this high on this list.
Exactly. Number 14 is Hawks and Doves from Neil Young. Look, I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm not a big fan of his solo work. He should have stayed with Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
CSNY.
Yeah. Number 13 is The Hunter from Blondie.
Yeah.
This was right before they split up.
It
wasn't happening anymore,
So much animosity, I guess.
Number 12 is Flick of the Switch from AC/DC.
Oh.
Yeah.
How far into their career was that one?
It was right after For Those About to Rock. So, which was right after Back in Black. So they had made this fantastic comeback, and then this was sort of a misstep.
Well.
Number 11, this guy had to show up at some point, Lou Reed's self-titled album. Yeah.
There he is.
So, maybe you'd really like the Velvet Underground, and then you get this guy's album, and it's some weird fucking shit. But here's the thing. This is not his most disappointing album.
Oh.
What about Heavy Metal Machine? He purposefully made that bad.
Why?
He wanted to piss people off.
Well, mission accomplished.
Yeah. Number 10 is Invincible from Michael Jackson.
Ooh, that was a weird one.
Yeah.
That was a really weird one.
It was, weird as but this 2001 Michael was sort of like just starting to come out as like the world's biggest weirdo,
Yeah, people had inklings beforehand, but by the 2000s, it was all out there.
Oh, I couldn't disagree with this one more. Number 9 is Tales from the Topographic Oceans by Yes.
Or like, no.
Look, it was 4 songs across 2 LPs, so, you're getting a lot of epicness here. And I know that, I don't know, I think their most disappointing album is Close Your Eyes.
Oh.
Or Open Your Eyes, or whatever the fuck it's called. The one with the eyes. Number 17 is Stevie Wonder's Journey Through the Secret Life of Plants from Stevie Wonder.
I don't think
Are there any
I've ever
hits
even heard of that one.
Yeah. apparently it just, it was after a hot streak, so yeah. I'm not super familiar with his albums. Number 7 is Smiley Smile from the Beach Boys. I mean, it came right after Pet Sounds, so what do you expect?
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Number 6 is Human Touch from Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, yeah, that is not his.
Not his. No. This was the start of a slump for him.
Yeah, that didn't really
Until
come
that
back
Philadelphia
until, like,
song is right about when he started to make his comeback. Okay, so this one's fucked up. Number 5, Chinese Democracy from Guns N' Roses. This album is actually really good, but when you take, what was it, 20 years to make an album?
Yeah, something like that.
It's just sort of like, okay, it should be the greatest thing in the history of rock and roll.
Have you heard about the name of this album that the Offspring wanted to call at the time their next album, Chinese Democracy? You snooze, you lose.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah,
That's such a punk thing to do too.
That's so great.
yeah. But they were like, they can die on their own hill.
Yeah. How about the fact that this album seemed to get released because of Dr. Pepper?
Wait, really?
They put out this thing where, like, if Chinese Democracy doesn't come out, or if Chinese Democracy comes out before the end of the year, we'll give everybody in the United States a Dr. Pepper. And the only people that were exempt from it were, like, Slash and Buckethead. And then it came out. And
Oh no!
And I remember I put in for the thing and I got, like, the free Dr. Pepper.
Hey.
Yeah. Number 4 is Tonight from David Bowie.
I think that's one that, again, just comes after like a hot streak.
Yeah, I mean he had some good hits on this, but it was right after Let's Dance, so.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Number 3 is Self Portrait from Bob Dylan. This one's just bad. Dylan has so many albums that he could have like 6 or 7 really shitty ones and still be a legend. So.
Yeah.
Number 2 is their Satanic Majesty's Request by the Rolling Stones.
Now, I know you hate the Stones.
I can't stand the Rolling Stones, so I don't know
There
what's...
is one song on this that I like. I do like She's a Rainbow quite a bit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cool.
One of my dad's favorite bands, so I had to listen to them a lot, including this album, and I didn't really think of it one way or the other.
Yeah. And the number 1 most disappointing album of all time, according to Rolling Stone, is surprisingly not Metallica with Lou Reed doing Lulu, but it's Sometime in New York City from John Lennon.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
This is understandable, actually, because there was nothing on it that was interesting.
He was so up his own ass.
Yeah, he was.
Completely unrelated to Yoko Ono. Like...
Mm-hmm.
No, Yoko.
I am no beef with
I
Yoko
am a
Ono.
staunch defender of Yoko Ono.
Yeah, I got no beef with her. I just really fucking hate John Lennon.
I agree with you. No, he was a piece of shit. So.
All right.
Out of 50, because that's how many there were.
Ooh.
There's only like 1 or 2 on here that I would really disagree with. I could think of some other disappointing albums that could be on here. Like I said, Metallica and Lou Reed doing Lulu. It was sort of like the perfect disaster, and it could have been good because there is one really good song on there. I'm going to say 40 out of 50. That's where I'm going with this.
Yeah, I think this was decidedly good for a Rolling Stone list. I'm going to do a 45.
Well, I have no animosity towards the Rolling Stones.
I feel like the last one we did kind of sucked, but I don't remember what it was. So
that was the that was the album covers thing.
Oh yeah.
That was not good. That was really disappointing
it's such a subject. Well, I guess this is all subjective, really.
Well, no, the issue that we had was that there were so many on there that were just pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
just somebody hanging out.
Just a photo, And I think there's nothing wrong with having a photo as your album cover, but it's not going to be one of the greatest album covers of all time.
Yeah.
I'll also go with a 40 out of 50. I'll trust your judgment. A lot of these I haven't heard, so I don't really have a place to say anything.
What was your ranking there, Elise? I missed that.
I said a 45.
45. Okay.
I gave it a little.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't bad. I have one
Even the
more. I
least
know it's a little bit later, but I have one more that I want to do here. If it loads.
Okay.
My mobile browser is being a little pernicious right now.
Persnickety.
Maybe I should refresh.
Think you're getting that not so refresh feeling.
You tripping, dog.
I am ready for bed.
Yeah,
Well,
same.
it'll just be in a moment here. Let me just paste this to my computer. I have this cool feature. If I hit copy on my computer and then paste it on my phone, or vice versa, it works.
Oh, and just so people know, that's not me checking out of the podcast or anything. I've been tired. I've been tired since before I finished work today.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah, it's been a real sleepy ass kind of day, friends.
I really want to do this list, but it won't load. Let me Google it and see if I can find it.
Just Google it.
I mean, this is the premise. It's 10 classic TV episodes you can't watch anymore for strange reasons.
Ooh.
That is.
Isn't that a great?
I think that's a good one to end on.
Exactly, and I saved this for List Critics, but he didn't. It's not loading, so let me just Google it. 10 classic TV episodes you can't watch anymore for strange reasons. The website is on gosocial.com, but it's not working. It loads like the header, and that's it.
Huh.
Let's see.
Getting any results?
I'm getting a similar list at Screen Rant. But it's 12. I get the same link that's not working.
Damn it.
I got a similar list from What Culture.
Oh yeah.
Which I don't know if it. Here's the thing. I don't know if it's the same list because the list won't fucking load.
Yeah, like even if you had the first one, you could have been like, okay.
Yeah, like you know what I'm gonna try to do? I'm gonna try to Wayback Machine it.
Yeah. All right.
Look, Internet Archive was down for like weeks. It's finally back up.
I wonder why. Was there a hack?
They were hacked, and they really wanted to make sure that it was properly
unhacked.
Well, secure was the word I was going to use. But yeah, for some reason it loads the website header and like the menu, but not the actual content. So I'm putting this into the Wayback Machine, and it has not archived that URL, so that's fantastic.
Curses foil again.
Did you know that phrase came from Captain Marvel comics in the 40s?
Really?
Dr. Savannah, who was one of the recurring villains from Captain Marvel, he would say that. He would go, curses foil again. All right, so we could do the same concept here from Screen Rant, or we could do it from what was the other one? What Culture? I think we'll do Screen Rant because
Screen Rant's usually not the worst.
Okay.
They're usually pretty bad, but it loads all on one page instead of me having to do a slideshow. So that's why, So it's 12 banned TV episodes you can't watch for weird reasons. Okay. So we'll make a sort of a game out of this if you could, guess why you can't watch this anymore. So number 12 is from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. The name of the episode is Mr. Rogers Talks About Conflict.
Ooh, conflict.
Yeah.
But why can't, it's probably controversial, but you probably still should be able to still see it in some context. Yeah. Is there somebody on it who died, maybe?
No, the idea was that, it was a time where the Cold War was really ramping up, and there were a lot of paranoia, and Mr. Rogers was trying to, use his puppets and stuff to tell an allegory to sort of help kids cope with this sort of thing. But apparently it scared the shit out of children.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, the concept of nuclear war, right?
Yeah. Number 11 from the X-Files, the episode is Home.
Maybe the subject matter doesn't sit well anymore. I don't even know what it's about.
Yeah, it didn't sit well even at the time, so...
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this one was banned for extremely disturbing content. Just rape and incest and infanticide. And,
Ooh,
Good grief.
yeah.
that's pretty.
Yeah.
I thought that show was about aliens.
Yeah. You guys will probably know why this one was. Well, it was about anything that was the unknown, you know.
Yeah.
Electric Soldier Porygon was an episode of Pokemon that got
Ah.
banned. You probably know why, right?
Yeah,
Got some
seizures.
The seizures
And it
happened.
wasn't
yeah.
even Porygon's fault. It was Pikachu's
Pikachu
fault.
was
And
the
now they
one
won't
that
put Porygon in the damn anime anymore.
Yeah, basically Porygon as a character was basically banned. They never showed him, and it was Pikachu that did the thing. I don't know why, but maybe the reason they wouldn't show Porygon is because without having seen the original episode, people wouldn't know who it was. I don't know.
Maybe?
From the Twilight Zone, the episode was the encounter.
Oh, I think I've heard this one, but I don't remember why.
This is definitely the worst episode of the Twilight Zone.
Why?
Because despite the Twilight Zone usually being just extremely ahead of its time, this one was super fucking racist.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yikes.
And you do not expect
Remember the
that.
premise?
It was a very anti-Japanese hysteria, basically. Yeah.
Oh.
So, you don't expect something like that from the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, usually they were pretty good about
Yep.
not doing that.
Yeah, they did it once, and that's why you probably never seen the episode. So the show here is Fear Factor. The episode's called Hee Haw Hee Haw.
Fear Factor.
Yeah.
Oh.
Was it actually too scary? Like whatever stunt they had to do scared people?
Well, okay, think about hee haw, hee haw. What kind of animal makes that sound?
A
Oh,
dog.
did they have
Donkey.
to drink donkey, you know?
Stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, ew.
They, large amounts of donkey semen and urine in order to claim the cash prize. This is originally intended to be the last episode, too.
Oh, gross.
Well, that's
Yeah.
one way to go out.
It was just too gross, and they banned the
Covered in
episode.
donkey semen.
Yeah.
You know?
It basically killed the show. Okay, so Sesame Street doesn't have episode titles, but this is episode 847 of Sesame Street.
Damn.
Oh, is that the one with the Wicked Witch of the West?
It is
Yeah.
the one with the Wicked Witch of the West. Yes.
Actual,
Margaret
like, from the
Margaret Hamilton appeared
Sure.
in full makeup, and she did a whole thing, and apparently the children were just really freaked out by it. So
Yeah.
She was too good.
yeah,
And
she was
the
a great
interesting part
actress.
Is that
Yeah.
they didn't really have like a record of it for a
No,
very
yeah,
long time.
it was lost media.
It was
Wow.
lost media up until like last year when they
Yeah.
found it again. And
Wow.
I think they
She-
only found it because they got it from the
Yeah.
National Archives.
Yep. I think she had a really good appearance on Mr. Rogers, though, that more than made up for this.
Sure.
Peppa Pig had a band episode called Mr. Skinny Legs.
Oh, I know that one. I know that one.
Yeah.
It's because they said that spiders are your friends and they couldn't show it in Australia because in
Yes.
Australia spiders are not your friends.
That's
No.
exactly right. Yes, it was
No.
about how spiders. You shouldn't be scared of spiders. They're your friends. But in Australia, spiders are not your fucking friends. So they
They're
did.
fucking terrifying.
Yeah. Oh
They're
my
already bad here.
God! I remember this episode of Seinfeld, the Puerto Rican Day Parade,
Oh yeah, Kramer was like stomping all over the flag.
because it was on fire,
Yeah, but still.
and people in the episode were offended by it.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
However, and I'm telling you this as a Puerto Rican, it was not offensive.
Well,
Nobody,
he was best to put it out.
nobody that I know was actually offended by this. And like I said, my whole family's on my dad's side is Puerto Rican. Everybody thought it was fucking hilarious. It was a bunch of white knights, we'll say, that
Ironically.
decided to be offended on our behalf. It's
on
on.
behalf of the Puerto Rican population.
It's on Netflix. I mean, don't watch it because Michael Richards is a horrible racist and Jerry Seinfeld is a diddler. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Watch Veep.
yeah, watch Curb Your Enthusiasm instead.
Oh, yeah.
Number 4, from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. The episode is D. Reynolds, Shaping Americans' Youth. This isn't this show that goes out of its way to be offensive, so...
Yeah.
That's its mission.
So it wasn't really gone above and beyond.
It's... Yeah, oh, God. It's
what happens in that one?
It's,
I'm trying to remember.
they do blackface.
Oh, that's right.
Well, what about all of the what are those movies they keep trying to do? Lethal Weapon 5?
They tried to make a Lethal Weapon 5 with Mac in blackface.
In blackface.
Oh.
Like he went all the way with it too.
Yeah. The Amanda Show didn't have episode titles, but episode 29 was banned. Do we know
Was
why?
it something
Amanda
creepy
Show.
backstage stuff? Or like
No,
suggestive?
nothing like that. Actually, it was. It had to do with 9/11. Actually,
Oh,
Yeah.
well, shit.
apparently, just there was some jokes and stuff that wouldn't have landed because it was going to air right after 9/11.
Ooh. You said
Or actually, okay, from what I understand, it aired right before 9/11, but then they banned it from repeating because of that. Yeah. Number 2, and this is 2 episodes, but it was a 2-parter from South Park. The episodes were called 200 and 201.
Oh, the Prophet Muhammad.
Yeah, the Muhammad episode. So the thing about it is they had already shown Muhammad ages ago, and then they did an episode where they couldn't show him. And this episode was calling out the network for its own hypocrisy that they'd already shown him, and why is it now suddenly not okay? But that's not why it was banned. It was not banned because of Muhammad. It was banned because of Kyle's speech. And if you remember when it was initially aired, 201, they bleeped about 2 minutes straight. Like it was like, beep, and it just kept going. And Kyle is talking and talking and talking, and it's completely bleeped. And for the longest time, nobody knew exactly what it was that he said, but the real version leaked out.
Ooh.
And apparently he said some stuff that was basically pro-terrorism.
Wait,
And he was
really?
saying that basically the reason that they could show Muhammad previously, but they could not show him now, is because they were threatened with guns and bombs. So if you don't like something, you should just threaten people with guns and bombs. And that's what I learned today.
Oh, okay. It's like I learned a bad thing today.
It was really ham-fisted satire that did not sit well and upset a lot of people, and that's why you cannot see these episodes anymore.
Man, South Park, they really go for it.
Yeah, well, the South Park fell off, though, man. It was good at one point, but they fell off hard.
Aw.
And finally, number 1 is an episode of Degrassi: The Next Generation called Accidents Will Happen.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Did somebody die?
Is it a teen pregnancy episode?
I mean, I wouldn't imagine it would be that. And so many other shows have done that with no issues.
That kind of accident.
I'm reading it to try and figure out.
Everybody gets teen pregnant.
Oh, well, it wasn't the pregnancy thing. It was the fact that they had an abortion. Yeah.
Wait, they did that in, like, Degrassi Junior High, even.
They did an abortion in that?
Yeah, I think it was Spike.
Oh, well, you know what it is this is specifically banned in the United States. It's a Canadian
Canada
show,
can
so
whatever.
you would have seen it no problem.
I would have seen it, no problem.
Yeah, so.
We let it all fly over here.
Well, that particular issue is not so controversial up there. You guys kind of had it figured out a while ago.
Yeah.
We thought we had it figured out.
And then...
Well, you're work in progress.
Out of 12. I would say that, keep in mind, this is supposed to be episodes banned for strange reasons. So I would say in this case, I'm going to give it a pretty low rating because so many of these, I get it.
I understand why.
Yeah. A few of them, not so much. The Degrassi one is a perfect example of a strange reason.
And they're not banned everywhere.
Well, none of them are, like, banned everywhere, you know what I mean? The Seinfeld one is weird. You know, but then, like, the Twilight Zone one, the Twilight Zone suddenly being, like, super turbo racist, we don't need that.
I'm going to give this one to Mr. Skinny Legs. Out of,
I'm going to give it an Electric Soldier Porygon out of 12.
I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 12.
You know what you should have said? I thought you were going to say I'm going to give it an episode 29 out of 12. Well, that was a good show that we did there. We're gonna go over the streaming schedule, and then we're gonna do a raid. So, and I understand that the stream quality was a little wonky today, not as bad as it was 2 days ago, but worse than it was yesterday. I don't know. I might have to call my service provider at some point, but I didn't address it because we were recording basically for YouTube. But I'm sorry for anybody who's experiencing lag today. I've been having on and off issues that I seem to happen about once a year to me. My internet will just...
This is the season.
But it's never at any specific time of the year. It just happens randomly where my internet will just suck shit for about a week and a half.
Bad lag, red flag.
Yep. Anyway, let's go over the schedule here real quick. Tomorrow afternoon, we will be playing Chrono Cross the Radical Dreamers edition for Steam. Saturday night, we'll be continuing Xenoblade Chronicles 2 for the Switch. Sunday night, we'll be continuing and possibly finishing up Castlevania Judgment for the Wii. We'll see how that goes. Monday afternoon, more of Hyper Street Fighter 2 for... I'm playing the Switch version. Let's see. Tuesday night, more of Ori and the Blind Forest for Steam. And Wednesday afternoon, more of the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion for Steam. And then let's see. So Halloween, Thursday night, a week from today. I guess, let's see. Well, we're not doing list critics, and I don't have a reading or a Council of Token plan, so we're going to go ahead and play X-Men Legends then for PS2. So we'll continue on with that. So anyway, let's go over here and see who's online that we're going to raid. Who is going to be raid today?
Not me for once.
Yeah. No, we're not going to raid you. We're going to raid Amethyst Corn, who's playing something called Flowstone Saga. No idea what that is.
Oh, no more Graveyard Keeper. Okay.
I think she was having issues getting that. Of course she's on a break. Why wouldn't she be? I always raid her during a break. Okay, so, and she always said, Necro loves to raid me during a break. I'm like, no, I really don't love it. I wish you were actually there when I raided you, but you're always on a break when I end stream. Yeah, for a while she was playing a lot of games that were like some of my favorite. Like she was playing Undertale and she was playing Hollow Knight, and then she started playing some shit I never heard of. Flowstone Saga? I don't know what that is, but let's raid her.
Stone must flow.
That's going to be the raid call right there.
Yeah.
The stone must flow. 96.9. Wait, 96.9. Real Dwarf FM. We play only rock, metal, and stone.
Nice.
I revisited that video not too long ago. I was like, damn, I'm proud of the job I did on that. All right, guys, there's your raid call. Copy it, paste it as we head into Amethyst Corn stream. Like I said, she's on a break. She'll probably come running back. 7 minutes left in the break, but she'll probably be like, ooh, I got raided, She got that Bluetooth on, so she knows when we raid her. We'll see you guys over there. She's playing something that I've never heard of called Flowstone Saga. I have no idea what it is. We'll see you guys over there. We'll see you guys on Discord. We'll see you guys tomorrow for Chrono Cross. And just to run in general, I'm covering the camera. Here we go.